The time is now. It's now time for International Falls Broncos fall sports action. From the gridiron to the volleyball court to the swimming pool, your International Falls Broncos are gearing up and ready to go this 2025-2026 season. Thank you to all the sponsors of the International Falls Broncos fall sports. And now it's time to get to the action. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are live here from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Hey, it's time now for some varsity football action. It's senior night here at Stuart Nordquist Field at Sports Stadium, and the International Falls Broncos are going to be hosting the visitors from Hinckley-Finlayson, the Jaguars. And we're starting our pregame show a little bit early because they were about to do their senior night honorings of this graduating senior class, and so we're going to be getting into all that and more to come. And you are listening on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on watching on YourLiveEvent.com. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we return, they're going to start the honoring of this graduating senior class. So stay tuned for all that and more on Lakes Country 104.1, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. The Broncos football team is getting ready to take the field here on senior night. They are also doing a breast cancer awareness night. So if you are attending the game in person, hopefully you are wearing your pink for breast cancer awareness. And we are live here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. The Broncos are running out onto the field, getting ready to take on the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. But first, they are going to be honoring their graduating seniors, and they are going to be announced. And as they're announced, let's hear a word from Coach Edestad of the International Falls Broncos. This is my pregame interview with Coach Edestad. Here with head coach Seth Edestad of the International Falls Broncos football team, getting ready the final home game for the regular season, at least, for Friday Night Lights. And so how you been preparing the team for tonight?
Well, just maintaining the momentum we created last Friday throughout the course of the week. Last week we picked up the intensity at practice. We tackled a lot more. We were a lot more violent, and we just felt like we had come out a little flat against Aiken. So we picked up the heat going into Greenway. So we maintained that throughout the course of this week, going into this one.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what you guys have in store for us today. And I know I got to talk to Coach Kosh Tigalil. He gave me a little bit of a preview on what's going to be happening. But what can you tell me on what's the plan for today?
Well, hopefully the plan is utter violence and to put these kids in the dirt early. To be honest with you, we've really emphasized that. I mean, football's a tough sport, and we're gonna come out violence on defense and on special teams, and we're gonna execute on offense. Hopefully, be explosive is the plan. I want to give as many different looks as possible because the next couple of weeks. And we have Masabi and Crosby, and those are also very big games. We have to win here out, essentially. So our goal is to not have a trend on the offensive side of the ball, to show as many different looks and give those scout teams some trouble in the upcoming planning weeks.
And to address the elephant in the room, Aiden Lehman did get ejected last game, so he's not going to be in today. And so Coach Koster told me that Zeke Homier is going to be getting the varsity reps at left guard.
Yeah, Zeke's going to start at our left guard. He had a battle between him and Conat throughout the course of the week. Conat's been getting in some varsity tick as well. Conat's the next guy up with both O and D line. Right now, Zeke beat him out for now. We are hoping to play fast, and so he needs to be able to process pretty quickly, make those line adjustments. If they're showing a 3-front or a 4-front, we're not sure exactly how they're going to come out. So he's got to make those adjustments on the fly, and we're hoping to run a lot of no huddle tonight. So it's going to be fast paced.
Yeah, it's been trying to determine the tempo and keep the tempo in your favor and not theirs.
I think so. The difficulty with the no huddle offense is sometimes those 3 and outs take 30 seconds off the clock. So with that, we have to keep the clock moving. But if we're moving the ball, maintain that momentum. Don't let them make those adjustments. And if we can show them a lot of different looks that they don't have the time to adjust between.
Well, I'm really excited and kind of taking a step away from football, but still talking about football. It is senior night, and we're honoring your graduating seniors for this year. Anything you can tell us about the senior class and what they've done for the team and for the program?
In the locker room, we were just talking on our way before we came over here that 5 years ago we went and watched some 7th and 8th grade ball games because we knew that this group of juniors and seniors were special, that they've helped rebuild with us and reset the tone in the last few years of what that Stampede mantra is, of what this generation of Bronco football is, and has set that tone for the younger kids, the elementary, and I believe in my heart the school and the community as a whole on that we are a competitive program, a competitive organization, and to believe in that greater process is through them, and I want them to know that. And we'll honor them. We're going to start starting lineup. I'm going to name 12 starters today, so I get all seniors announced. And we're going to give Pablo and Wyatt Jansen at least a tick to start the game, whether that's one play, a drive, or what, we'll see, because we got to get back into a rotation. But if everything goes according to plan, they can see a lot of time throughout the course of the night.
Absolutely. Really excited to see that, and taking another step away from football. One final one. Of course, you guys are having your players wear the pink socks in honor of breast cancer awareness, and so just another reminder to, when you guys are passing the bucket around for touchdowns and turnovers, expecting to pass it around a lot?
Absolutely hope so. I appreciate that shout out to our touchdowns and turnovers program, raising money for all sorts of charities, but our primary purpose has always been the Cancer Walk, which is tomorrow,
yes.
Saturday morning. I'm not sure exactly the time. I have it written down on my calendar. My mind's been elsewhere right now, but Saturday morning is the Cancer Walk. Great for our community, and the majority of our funds that we've raised, tens and tens of thousands of dollars, has been going back to this organization. It was near and dear to our hearts with the Koshik family and Coach Koshik's wife and her battle with cancer and her fight and her, she's inspires all these young men. And so, yeah, we got a mix of pink socks and all sorts of individual expressions tonight. But, that's just sharing love.
Absolutely, man. Well, as always, thank you for your time, and
Stampede.
Once again, that was my interview with head coach Seth Edstad of the International Falls Broncos. As you can see, the seniors who are graduating from both the cheerleaders, the manager staff, and as well as the players are all taking their turns, having all their accolades and all their plans after high school named and listed as they are walking through the tunnel with their parents. At the moment, it is Pablo Christensen walking through. I got a chance to talk with his mom, and I even interviewed her, for those of you who are listening to my series with her for Hispanic Heritage Month. She is the Spanish teacher for both the elementary and high school for ISD 361, so special shout out there. And I also wanted to share another interview because speaking of breast cancer awareness and the touchdowns and turnovers, for those of you who might not be aware of what that is, it's something that the Broncos football team does every time that they score a touchdown or they cause a turnover in a game. They pass around a bucket to all the fans, and the fans have an opportunity to put money in said bucket, and all that money is raised in and it goes towards a local, in this case, it's tomorrow's Cancer Walk that's going to be happening over at Rainy River College. By the way, thank you, Rainy River Minnesota North College, for sponsoring our press box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. And I had an amazing chance to talk to Coach Jared Koschik, the defensive coordinator for the Broncos, and we got to talk about touchdowns and turnovers, and it was a really great conversation I had, because it was indeed him who started touchdowns and turnovers. It began as a way to raise funds for cancer, for gas cards, and for travel for his own wife, as you heard Coach Edistad mention. So here's my interview with head coach Jared Koschik talking about touchdowns and turnovers. So with me in the studio is defensive head coordinator, Jared Koschik of the Industrial Falls Broncos football team, and here to talk about a very special topic: touchdowns and turnovers.
Yeah, well, Augie, thanks for having me in.
Always a pleasure.
You know, with our last home game coming up, we got a real push here to get some extra money to the Community Cancer Walk for touchdowns and turnovers, and tonight's going to be a busy night at Sports Stadium with the mini leaders and the flag football and tackle bar football all going on at halftime. We got parents' night beforehand. So we'd love to see people. I mean, there'll be a lot of people there. So, you know, if I could remind people to bring cash for when we score all those touchdowns or get all those turnovers, and when the bucket goes around, just drop the money in there. It does, you know, for those of you who don't know, the money stays local. Every dime goes to the Community Cancer Walk to buy gas cards for people who have to travel for doctor's appointments, chemotherapy, surgery, whatever, for people who are going through cancer. I know as of right now, we've got $6,400 this year. Wow. With one home game left. And then hopefully, if we end strong with 3 wins, we'll have a home playoff game. And then we can do it hopefully there as well.
That'd be really big.
Yeah. And then overall, since we started it, I think the number's up over $70,000 that we've given to this community.
That's awesome.
Just from scoring touchdowns and getting interceptions and fumble recoveries. You know, a lot of it wouldn't be possible without the businesses. You know, we got Larry Keep, Rainy Lake Medical Center, Hasbargen Customs, PCA, and you know, without the sponsors, you know, we couldn't do. I mean, we would raise money, but it wouldn't be nearly that much.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as amazingly high, I should say.
Correct.
And so it's really cool to see how the community gets involved. I know I always try and make sure I mention the touchdowns and turnovers bucket whenever there's a big play, because you know, they pass the bucket right in front of my booth, and so I got to make sure. It's always a good reminder, like, oh yeah, make sure to let people know. Put your money in the bucket, because it obviously, like you said, it's supporting a great cause, supporting the Cancer Walk, which by the way is tomorrow too.
It is,
and
that's the other thing. You know, it's been pretty cool to see these last couple years since we've started this and given money to the Cancer Walk, that, you know, the whole team, pretty much our whole football team will show up banged up, dinged up from the night before, but we get there, we get them there. We take a lap or two, and then we go watch film. So, you know, it's kind of nice to see these boys, you know, throughout the years interact with the community. And I think that's very important for them. It's very important for us as coaching staff to see, you know, us giving back to a community that gives back so much to us. Because, I mean, in our reality, you know, our car washes, our burger booths, our raffle tickets that we sold this year, all that stuff, I mean, that goes to buy equipment to keep our kids safe. And we couldn't do that without the people in the community. And now this is our way to give back to them.
And in a huge way too. And you know, it's not just a way to highlight the success of the players, but it's also a way to, well, like you said, give back to the community. And so what do you think is the most important part of the team being able to do this every year, to be able to give back like this?
You know, I think you kind of, it's been starting, like, we kind of take it for granted, you know, that, hey, we're just going to do this every year. It's just going to roll. It's just going to roll. It's just going to roll. What really struck me is 2 years ago, I think we did T-shirts, and we had names put on the back of people who were on the team that have either lost people to cancer, family members, friends, or that are battling or have beat cancer. And just to see the number of people on the back, I don't think, you know, we don't really realize how many, how cancer affects that many people in our town, especially these young kids. You know, whether it's aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, you know, I mean, plus it's personal to them because of my wife, you know, with what Ashley's going through, and they're over at our house every Sunday night, you know, for team meal, and she's right there making it and serving it, and so they know, you know, even if they don't have a personal, you know, family member or something like that that's gone through it or whatever, they know what it takes, whether it's through me or through Ashley, and so some empathy, you know, and you know, one of our things we say is, you know, is it's always about something bigger than yourself, right? It's not just about you, and that's football, but that's just in general, right? There's always something bigger than you. Like, you know, we talk to them about, you know, what your problems right now as a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid, they may seem huge to you now, but when you know, get out in the real world, you know, they're pretty minor. And I think they've taken that to heart, you know, like, boy, there are people who have it a lot worse than me.
Yeah.
So, you know, just, you hate to say, you know, some of these kids had to grow up real fast because of, you know, I don't know, parents with sickness, you know, not even cancer. But, so, you know, that's kind of...
It's not something that you usually try and anticipate and something you expect. I think that's what's scariest about cancer and other serious illnesses like it, is it's the thing that maybe the media sometimes makes it seem like some kind of like spontaneous, like not as common of a thing, but it is common. It is very common how many people deal with these kind of things, and so that's why it's even more important to bring, you know, breast cancer awareness. It's October now. Wearing pink at the game tonight, and also at the volleyball game last night, how everyone was wearing pink for breast cancer awareness, and how common that breast cancer alone is. Yeah.
You know, and that's just the thing, you know, like, we got invited, the Minnesota Vikings invited Ashley and I down to the Crucial Catch game. And we were going to be able to see numerous amounts of people who are battling different kinds of cancer down there. And, you know, it's going to affect us if it already hasn't. You know, our listeners, football players, whoever. I mean, it is going to affect you somehow, whether it's yourself or a family member. But it's nice to have the community that we live in. You know, we have a chemotherapy department, so we don't really have to travel for chemo. You know, that's been fantastic for me and Ashley. You know, her oncologist is in Duluth. With all the technology now, she'll do some, you know, besides when she has to have a PET scan, we're driving, but virtual appointments, you know, so, but I mean, especially initially, after the initial diagnosis, you're going everywhere. You're going to the Mayo, you're going to Duluth, you're going to Hibbing, you're going to Virginia. So, I mean, there is a lot of expense to that, and if we can help donate to a program that can take some of those expenses off, we're more than happy to do it.
And you absolutely have been for the last couple of years. I mean, you've been raising a lot of money, and it's a testament to just how passionate the community is to join in on this movement, and how important it is to a lot of the people here in town, how just being a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't do it without help from the businesses. You know, we have some people that do help with the collection of the buckets and the counting and, whatnot. But, without the people coming there and cheering us on and bringing their wallets full of money. And, hopefully tonight, there'll be a lot of points scored tonight. We got a real good shot tonight to bring home a win, score a lot of points. So make sure if you're coming to the game, you bring a large amount. Whatever's large for you.
Stop by the ATM before you come to the game.
Stop by the ATM before you come to the game, and we would appreciate it. I know the Cancer Walk would definitely appreciate it. And our boys would appreciate, and our cheerleaders would appreciate you guys coming there cheering us on. I know you'll be there to watch your kids, your grandkids, maybe family friends out there cheerleading or playing flag football. Or I'm not even going to get to go in the locker room tonight because I'll be watching my daughter and my son. But, just bring your money, and you see a bucket, pass your money down, and we make sure that goes to a good cause. And, hopefully, we don't have to use it anymore, right? Hopefully there is no more cancer sometime very, very soon. But until then, we'll keep doing what we do.
Absolutely. And I know I speak for a lot of people when I say thank you guys for doing that. It's really amazing, and it's really special that you guys do that.
It's our pleasure, anything we can do to give back.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again. And another reminder to people, make sure you show on up to the game tonight. It is at 7 o'clock kickoff, although this might, I don't know if I'm going to play this at pregame or halftime, so it depends on whenever that plays. So if you're listening right now, then hey, hopefully you're at the game right now, or you make it out to the game and help support touchdowns and turnovers, and also go to the Cancer Walk.
That's right, tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you having me in, Augie.
Always a pleasure to be able to talk to you, man.
You too, brother.
As you heard, that was my interview with defensive coordinator Jared Kostick of the Broncos, and just talking about a very important cause that the Broncos always are in support of and always helping out with. And so, I know I was like kind of laughing, giggling a little, kind of joking around, but I am very, very serious when I say if you are going to be here at the game in person, then make sure you bring your wallet, bring a whole bunch of cash. I know I got to stay somewhat neutral as a sports broadcaster and as the one commentating the game, but at the same time, I always would love to see the Broncos score a whole bunch of points and cause a whole bunch of turnovers, because that just means the bucket gets passed around more and more and more, and it means even more reason for folks to be donating to the Cancer Walk and to cancer treatment and just help and support cancer awareness as a whole. And it's so special how it started, and it's special what it's become and what it's grown to. So that is touchdowns and turnovers. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back. But first, let me announce those 12 senior starters plus 3 juniors. So technically it would be 9 senior starters and 3 juniors that the Broncos are going to be rocking with today for this upcoming varsity contest. So starting off at the quarterback position, it's going to be, of course, the senior number 10, Hayden Swenson, having himself quite the year, even entering conversations about possible maybe Mr. Football nominations. So we'll see how this game helps or hurts his nominations for that prestigious award in Minnesota. And then, of course, we have senior running back Pablo Christensen wearing number 24. Senior fullback / running back is number 45, Logan Nordby. He's also the nose tackle for the Broncos. Then we have senior for the wide receivers. It's number 86, Carter Lyon. Number 13, Kane Thompson. And senior number 27. Normally, most of the season, he's been wearing number 3, but today he's wearing the number 27 once again. It's Zach Yuso, who has been one of Hayden Swenson's favorite targets out on the field. And then another senior receiver that's going to be starting today, number 80, Wyatt Jansen. And then at the line, it's going to be at tackle, number 70, Andrew Ide. And the other tackle, number 77, Brendan McClanahan, he usually is wearing number 76. He asked Coach if he could wear 77 today for Senior Day, and so Coach gave him the go-ahead. So he is 77 today. And then for the two guards, number 71, Zeke Homier, who is going to be starting at the left guard position. As you heard from my interview with Seth Edestad, the original, usual guard there, Andrew Lehman, he ended up getting ejected in last week's game against Greenway Nashua Keewatin, and that is why he will not be playing today. Broncos are actually missing 3 key starters, including Lehman. The other 2 due to injuries. One of them, their starting kicker, number 83, Gray Shikowski. He broke his foot in an indeterminate amount of time, either at last week's game when he went 6 for 7 in 6-7, I believe it was, for field goals kicked. And then the other one is one of the other starting corners, number 43, Channing Wade. So he was hurt earlier this week, and so they're going to have to replace him at the corner position. And then the starting center, of course, is going to be the senior, Emmett Olson. And then the other starting guard is going to be number 78, Jackson Kratzka. And that's your Broncos starting lineup. We're going to be back after a couple minutes, and then we'll be joined by my interview with the head coaches, because we have 2 co-coaches, Todd Visser and Sam Favor of Hinckley-Finlayson. But we'll be back after the break on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being
Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. And here is my interview with head coaches Todd Visser and Sam Favor of the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars for today's varsity matchup against the International Falls Broncos. I'm here with Sam Favor and Todd Visser of the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars football team, getting ready for a Friday Night Lights, always the best time of the year, and getting late into the season. So what's been the biggest growth you've seen in your team going into the season?
They're just building their strength. They're getting tough with each game as we go forward. We have guys learning multiple positions, and our team is bonding better each week.
Yeah, I agree. They continue to battle week in and week out, and we have new guys stepping into new positions, and they're doing it with open arms. That's the best part about this team. They jump at the chance and the opportunity.
Yeah, always love to see that. And so coming into today's Friday Night Lights, what are you guys expecting? What are you guys planning for the Broncos?
Yeah, defensively speaking, we expect the Broncos to pass the ball a little bit. They have a few good running backs. Number 44 and 23 are good backs, so we expect them to try to get them involved as well. So we're looking to shut down the pass and shut down the running backs.
And offensively, We like to try air it out a little bit. We got some length on the outside that we like to try to take advantage of, and we got a good couple senior backs that like to do pound the ball too. So we'll try to mix that in as well.
Yeah. I was about to ask who are going to be some of the leaders on the team that you're expecting to put that game plan into motion.
Defensively speaking, our safety Jacob Lyons Jr. is a ball hawk. Our senior linebacker Andre Buchanan is a great blitzer, and our junior middle linebacker Elijah Best seems to make a lot of tackles. So we expect them to have a big game.
And offensively, our quarterback, junior Kellen Von Ruden, just gets stronger and stronger each week. He gets more comfortable. And then we like to target our big guy outside, Jacob Lyons, as well at the wideout. And we got Hudson Bork at a slot, who's really tough there. And then Zach Workman's been a running back for us. He's a third-year starter, so he knows what's going on. He knows how to run. He's pretty fast on the outside. So we'll try to find opportunities for them tonight.
Yeah, so people tuning in on the video live stream should definitely be looking out for those numbers and names then.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
I gotta say, I love this dynamic we have. I can ask you about defense, you about offense, and just switch back and forth. And so obviously you guys are also playing on the road against the Broncos. It's their senior night, so you're expecting the crowd to try and play a factor in today's game?
Oh, for sure. And it's, a tough home field advantage just being that you're so remote up here. So it's kind of a double whammy, but we're ready for the environment. It's fun to play in environments like this.
Yeah. I'm guessing it was a long bus ride for you guys. How did you try and keep the players locked in and not be too distracted on the bus ride?
We broke it up a little bit. We stopped and stretched, and we rode up on a coach bus. And a lot of our guys, it's their first time, so they think they're riding in luxury. And we get them up. Some of them do take a little nap on the way up, but we get them up a half hour or so before and just tell them, hey, you got to start preparing, start thinking about your roles and what we need to do tonight to really focus on the game.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for your time, and best of luck today. Really excited for this Friday Night Lights, as always.
Thank you.
Should be fun. Thank you.
As you heard, that's my interview with head coaches Todd Visser and Sam Favor of the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Getting ready for tonight's varsity matchup. It is Friday Night Lights, ladies and gentlemen, the best time of the year during the fall. And let's go over the defensive starting lineup for the Jaguars. So starting off in the trenches, the senior, number 0, Hayden Holloway on the D-line, as well as number 57, another senior, Ja'Cory Carr, and as well as alongside senior number 78, Richard Martin. The linebacker core is going to be number 13, Mason Clare, number 52, Elijah Best, as well as number 56, Andre Buchanan, and number 58, Benton Kick, and 63, Hudson Bork. And out wide, defending the secondary, is going to be freshman number 6, Ben Westrom, sophomore number 33, Julian Alvarez, and obviously, as you heard Coach Favor mention, safety for the Jaguars is going to be number 0, Jacob Lyons Jr., Jacob Lyons Jr., number 84, who is also their wideout, who they're likely going to be targeting quite a bit. He is quite the big boy there. So we're going to see if he can pose a problem for this Broncos passing offense. As Broncos, they take pride in a very well-balanced offensive scheme. They love to hand it off to one of the two running backs, Kingston Jean and Carson Crandall, and they also love to try and, air it out, throw it to the flats, throw a couple quick passes out to the side, either in a screen pass or just a designated throw to the running back. And they also love to air it out. Hayden Swenson loves to throw it deep. Two of his favorite targets, either Nick Schultz or Carter Line. So we're definitely expecting to air it out here and expect some trickery from Coach Edistad. So I'm curious to see how Hinckley-Finlayson plans on stopping this Broncos passing attack. Coming up, as the starting lineups just finished up, is our national anthem, brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Join us for Burger Night and karaoke. Coming up is our opening kickoff between this Broncos and Jaguars varsity football teams. You're listening to Lakes Country 104.1, as well as watching on YourLiveEvent.com.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real, because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union. federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skipstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Yours truly, Augie Schmidt, here live from the Rainy River Press Box, getting ready for our opening kickoff. Hinckley-Finlayson will receive the opening kick at halftime, and it's going to be the Broncos who are going to get defense first for this first half of football here. So we're going to see how the two teams decide to attack each other. This is going to be the beginning of the chess match that is high school football, or just football in general, I suppose. I'm excited for this one, ladies and gentlemen. And let's give a quick shout out to all our other sponsors. As you know, National Anthem just played a minute ago, and they are brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Join us for burger night and karaoke. And our press box is brought to you by Rainy River, Minnesota North College. By the way, shout out to the Voyagers volleyball team, currently playing at home right now. So best of luck to them. Hopefully they are getting the dub at home tonight. And another special shout out to Littlefoot Big Falls Vikings football team, who are also playing. They are on the road right now, taking on South Ridge. So best of luck to them. Our other sponsors throughout this contest, I'm going to be giving you scoreboard updates, and those are going to be brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. Broncos the kick. It's Logan Nordby, who number 45, the senior fullback and nose tackle, who's going to be kicking for the Broncos to start this varsity contest off. I need to make sure I got my clock ready. That's going to be squibbed and almost not picked up. Finally picked up. That's number 6 of Hinckley, Ben Westrom, who picks it up and is walloped by 3 Bronco kick gunners. So that's going to be Hinckley-Finlayson, who's going to start at their own 29-yard line to start here in quarter number 1. It's the start of varsity football. Under center, it's going to be number 4, Kellen Von Ruden. Yes, I almost thought that was a B. So Hinckley, they put Von Ruden under center. In the backfield, in the one back is Zach Workman. 3 receivers out wide on the far side, tight end on the near side. It's going to be a toss to the left. That's going to be Workman who gets the handoff. He's running upfield, lowers his shoulder. He gets a positive gain on the play, and he'll keep driving forward. That's a gain of about possibly 10. That could be a first down for the Jaguars on their first play of the game. It is indeed a first down. So Hinckley-Finlayson. I will probably start referring to them as just Hinckley because saying the full name is going to frustrate me. I am so very sorry. It's just the fact of the matter. So 11:25 and counting on the clock here on the PSA scoreboard. Hinckley gets a first down on the first play, so they don't have to wait for their first down. Trips on the near side. Von Ruden under center. Workman in the backfield once again. It's dropping back to pass. Von Ruden's going to throw it. That's over. Never mind. That's number 13 with the catch and gets tackled out of bounds by the Broncos, but that's going to be a Hinckley-Finlayson first down on the play. A great throw over to number 13, Mason Clare. I thought it was overthrown and intended for Hudson Bork, but he had that reassurance pass catcher in Mason Clare. So he went out of bounds at the Broncos' 26-yard line. Big touchdown-saving tackle for the Broncos. Hinckley, though, they are almost in the red zone. Under center is Von Ruden. Von Ruden, he's going to hand it off. That's number 0. Hayden Halloway, who's going to get the handoff. He was in the fullback position. He's going to run up the field. That's a positive gain of about 3 on the play. Gain of 3. I need to make sure I take a chance to adjust my camera. It's looking a little crooked there. Clock is ticking. 10:30 to go in quarter number 1. Hinckley knocking on the door for the red zone. They're going to go under center. Von Ruden with trips on the near side of the field. Wide trips. Workman in the backfield. Von Ruden looking to pass. He rolls to the right. It's going to be a throw over to number 6, Ben Westrom, but he's going to be tackled. That's a loss on the play. Broncos defense tackles him 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, or maybe at the line of scrimmage. Nope, they're going to say he lost a yard. So went from 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 to 3rd and 7 now. Under 10 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Hinckley, they do not want to give up on this opening drive as they were able to get all the way down to the Broncos 26. Now they're at the 24. Von Ruden under center, trips to the far side. It's number 0, Hayden Halloway in the backfield. He gets the toss to the left far side. Hinckley going left to right. He's going to be tackled at around the Bronco 20-yard line. That is going to be 4th down and 4th and medium. So 4th and 5 to go. Clock still ticking. Almost at 9 minutes left in quarter number 1. Hinckley likely to go for it on 4th down. So Broncos, they could get a huge stop here, but they need to make sure they play it smart. They can't jump because likely it's going to be a hard count. Trips on the far side. Workman in the backfield. Or actually no, that is actually Holloway in the backfield. Oh! Screen pass gets tipped, and they're going to blow the whistle. Incomplete, but that was number 55 of the Broncos. Andrew Ide getting the tip pass. Incomplete, and that's a turnover on downs. He sniffed it out. He's a bloodhound for that screen pass. Broncos are going to get 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Basically a touchback. What a great defensive play by Andrew Ide, setting the tone there. And the PCA scoreboard still says 0s as the Broncos get their first offensive possession. Carson Crandall in the backfield. It's going to be Hayden Swenson looking to pass. He's going to throw it to the right far side. That's Zach Uso down the far sideline. He's going to be out of bounds just around the 45-yard line. So Broncos get a positive gain on the play from the 20. And we're going to see if they put him at the 45 or if they put him... Looks like they're going to put him at the 45, so gain of 25 on the first play for the Broncos. And Coach Edisad did say they were going to do no huddle, and they are keeping the no huddle. Swenson with Crandall to his right, trips on the far side. Swenson looking to pass. He's going to roll to his right, throws it, and that's Kane Thompson. Able to get a nice possession catch, and that's another Broncos first down. Hayden Swenson to Kane Thompson for the first down around the Hinckley 41-yard line. So about a 14-yard gain for Kane Thompson, another Bronco senior. Hayden Swenson sharing the wealth with his fellow seniors as he's going to look to pass again. He's going to throw it quick, and that's almost picked off, but avoided danger there. Looked like almost getting the interception was number, I can't see his number from here, but that looks like a 4. So Kellen Von Ruden almost getting the pick. Actually, no, that could be number 2, Zach Workman almost getting the pick. Either way, Hayden Swenson looked like he was trying to go for a quick pass to Zach Uso, and that ended up almost getting picked off. So Hayden Swenson wants to take that one back. 2nd and 10 on the Hinckley 41-yard line. Duos on the near and far sideline. It's Kingston Jean in the backfield to the left. Swing to the left. Kingston Jean gets the throw. Kingston Jean's going to run up the field. He's got open space. He's going down the field. Tackled at around the 20-yard line. And that's another Broncos first down with the quick pass to Kingston Jean. Broncos once again hurry up offense. They have 8:23 left in quarter number 1 with the first down. From the 41 to the 18. Someone tell me the math there. It's going to be Swenson rolling to his right. Throwing it. End zone. Oh, but... off the chest of Zach Uso. That's going to be incomplete. That could have been points for the Broncos as Yuso was right there. He was 2 yards away from the end zone to try and get the first score of the game. 8:12 to go, 2nd and 10. Broncos, another reset after an incompletion. Likely to see them air it out, or perhaps we're going to see a handoff to Kingston Jean. He's to the left of Swenson, trips on the far side. It will indeed be a handoff to Jean, but he's hit in the backfield. I see two Hinckley-Finlayson defenders in on the tackle. I couldn't see their numbers, so I can't give them the credit they deserve, but what a great defensive play. Now it is going to be 3rd and 11, a loss of 1 for the first run by the Broncos. Kingston Jean gets the first handoff. Broncos, 3rd and 11, shotgun. Jean to the left of Swenson. Duos on the near and far sideline. And, looks like they had a jump. They're going to say, yes, that is indeed going to be encroachment against Hinckley. So Broncos gain 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 6 now after the encroachment penalty. So smart job there. Great discipline by that Broncos offensive line. Zeke Homier, he's getting his first offensive start for the Broncos at left guard, and he's using it to his advantage. Swenson, throw to the right, tipped though. Getting a hand on it was number 13, Mason Clare, able to make the incompletion. So Broncos are now looking at a 4th and 6. Should be 4th and 6, but they're saying 4th and 5 at the 15. Broncos are in the red zone, so likely they are going to go for it as they are not missing their usual kicker. So Broncos, 4th and medium. Going to go for it on the 4th down play. They're going to show under center. Kingston Jean in the backfield. Kane Thompson at the fullback position. 2 on the near side. Swenson, play action. He's looking to throw. Rolls out to his right. Looking end zone. He's going to run up the field. Swenson, I think he might have been short. I think his knees kind of hit the ground a little bit before. And the judge is showing 2 short of the first down marker from the looks of it, from where I'm seeing it, but I don't have the best angle here. They're going to say it will be a turnover on downs. Broncos, tough break here. So Hinckley, they catch a break, though. They're going to get a 1st and 10 on their own 10. Both teams trading turnover on downs in both of their opening drives. Broncos had no choice but to try and go for it as they are missing their starting kicker, Gray Shikowski. Shikowski had himself quite the game, only missing 1 field goal against Greenway Nashua Keewatin. Hinckley, 2 running backs in the backfield. 2 wide on the near side. Rudin under center. It's a handoff to Workman. He finds the outside, cuts back out. It's Workman down the near sideline. He's got open space. He could take it all the way. My camera can't keep up, but that's going to be Workman taking it 90 yards down the field. That's a touchdown for Hinckley-Finlayson. And what an explosive play by the running back, number 2 for Hinckley. A 90-yard run to get the touchdown, and Hinckley gets pay dirt first. Now they're going to have a chance to add more on. We'll see if they go for the PAT or the 2-point. It looks like they're going to bring out their kicker, number 33, Julian Barbero, out there to kick. Barbero looking to try and make this a 7-point lead on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos are down with 7:12 to go. And looked like for a second Bronco might have been able to get there in time to get the block, but no good. Barbero gets the kick up and good. It is now 7-0. Broncos down. First play in their second possession, and it was number 2, Workman, who takes it 90 yards down the field for the touchdown. He had the hole. He ended up cutting it to the outside and took it all the way down the field, and that was pay dirt for Hinckley. So Broncos now, they're needing to respond here. They cannot let this team come into their house, pull off a 90-yard run for a score, and not answer back. Hinckley's going to get their first kickoff of the game. And what a play there by number 2, Workman. It's really bothering me how crooked my my camera is, so I'm just going to take a quick second to adjust that real quick. If you're watching on yourliveevent.com, you're also listening on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. All right, I think that looks a little bit better. Back to the action. Hinckley to kick off here, deep to receive. Number 44, Carson Crandall. Number 23, Kingston Jean. Broncos down on the PSA scoreboard to start quarter number 1, 7-0. The Jaguars in a great position here as number 33, Julian Barbero, is going to kick it deep. That's picked up by Zach Yuso, the senior. He's going to take it down the near sideline. He's got Gene on the block. And Zach Yuso down the near sideline is going to get out of bounds just past the Hinckley 45-yard line. 7:05 to go in quarter number 1, and Broncos are going to have great field position to start their second possession. What a return by Zach Yuso to take it from one end to the other. I see Kane Thompson, though, out on the sideline. I think he might have lost his helmet, so he's going to have to sit out for a play, or he's not putting his helmet back on. Broncos, they show empty. Hayden Swenson under center. Trips on the far side line. It's going to be Carson Crandall in motion. A toss to Crandall to the right far side, and he's going to be almost hit in the backfield. Still able to manage to get upfield. That's a positive gain as number 3. Oh, no, excuse me. That's number 6. Ben Westrom was able to get in the backfield and stop Crandall from trying to make it a crazy gain on the play. So it's going to be 2nd down, 7 to go for the Broncos in this upcoming possession. Kane Thompson still on the sideline for International Falls. Not sure what's up. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But Swenson in the backfield. Kingston Jean to his right. Quick throw to the left to Carson Crandall. He's going to find open space down the field and eventually get out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line. So 6:22 to go in quarter number 1. Broncos get the first down on the quick throw to Carson Crandall. So Broncos now starting to try and drive down the field. Swenson from a pistol formation. Kingston Jean, the running back in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Jean, but he's hit in the backfield. That's number 56 getting Kingston Jean down. Andre Buchanan. You heard Coach Favor give him a special shout-out when talking about the defensive assignments, and they have certainly been following it. So now it is going to be 2nd and 12. Kingston Jean losing 2 yards on the play. Broncos needing to try and establish that run game because that's what helps set up their passing game. Duos on the near and far sideline. Kingston Jean to the left of Swenson. It's Carson Crandall in the slot on the near side. A jump, 2 jumps actually, by Hinckley. And that's going to lead to an encroachment or offsides penalty. So Broncos get a free 5 yards. They're going to say it was encroachment. So free 5 yards for the Broncos. Throw from 2nd and 12 to 2nd and 3. Broncos are going to able to regain some lost yardage. Same formation as last time. Kingston Jean to the left of Swenson. Swenson looking to his right. He's going to throw it quick to Zach Yuso. Zach Yuso on the far sideline. He's going to get up the field. A stiff arm to help break 1 tackle before getting out of bounds just past the Hinckley 20-yard line. They're going to say he's at the 19-yard line. And that's a Broncos first down thanks to the quick pass to Zach Yuso. So Broncos driving down the field. Also, there's going to be a special treat at halftime as the flag football and tackle bar football players, as well as the mini leaders, are all going to be performing at halftime for you, the listeners, and you, the viewers. Empty formation. Swenson, all alone. He's going to go for the pass. But they show block, rolls to his left, and that's tipped, intended for Kingston Jean. Way to go, number 13, Mason Clare, getting a hand on it. Quick pass to the near left side, intended for Kingston Jean. Ends up getting swatted away. And so good job by Hinckley trying to key up on these quick passes by the Broncos. So far, they've been kind of struggling a little. A couple of tough drops and a couple of passes just getting swatted away here. A very tall secondary for Hinckley-Finlayson. Broncos under center. Hayden Swenson, 2 backs in the backfield. It's Thompson, the fullback, and Jean, the I-back. He's going to get the toss to the right far side. And he's going to be out of bounds after a short gain on the play there. Not really able to get much on that play, so Broncos running game still struggling here in quarter number 1. It is 3rd and 8 on the play. Broncos looking at a 3rd and long situation. They might do another hard count, trying to make the Hinckley defenders jump. So far, Hinckley already have 2 encroachment penalties against them. Broncos shotgun formation. Gene to the right of Swenson. Trips on the near side. Yuso and Thompson in the slot. Hard count. No jump that time. Good job by Hinckley. Now Swenson from the shotgun. He's looking to pass. Throws it. That's tipped again. That time it was number 52, Elijah Best, able to get a hand on it and tip it incomplete. So now we're looking at a 4th and 7, too close as the Broncos are on the 17-yard line. So it's too close for any kind of potential field goal, or no, for a punt, but it's too far away for a field goal as they are missing their kicker. So Broncos no choice but to go for it on 4th down. They cannot afford to give up this possession that they have. Shotgun. Gene to the right. Swenson. Pump fake. Throws it for the end zone. But that's picked off by the safety, number 84, Jacob Lyons. And that's going to be a touchback in the end zone. So Hinckley's going to get the ball at their own 20, 25-yard line. Hayden Swenson picked off in the end zone, and this passing game so far unable to connect with each other. So now the defense is going to have to go back out there after the turnover. Broncos, unfortunately, 2 back-to-back turnovers, a turnover on downs, and then the interception in the end zone. Broncos struggling so far. Hinckley up 7-0. They want to extend their lead. They want to take this momentum far against the Broncos. They go under center. Von Ruben with 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide on the far side. Von Ruben is going to hand it off. That's Workman. Gets another handoff. Workman is going to try and give work, but I think there's a whole bunch of dirty laundry on the play, so we're going to see what that's all about before we decide anything. I think Hinckley might be losing some. Yep, that was a holding penalty against Hinckley. So they're going to have to repeat 1st down. So what was a great gain by Workman becomes a tough loss as the Jaguars are going to be now set up 1st and 5, I believe. Or if, looks like it's more like a 1st and 18? I don't know. That looks like a 1st and 15, maybe 1st and 20 almost after the penalty against the Jaguars. So 4 minutes, 57 seconds to go on the clock, and they are leading on the PCA scoreboard 7-0. Shotgun formation, pistol, Workman, the I-back. A fullback is number 0, 1 in motion, and I think Workman might have jumped a little bit early, but apparently not. And that's a run to Workman. He's going to get up the field for positive gain before being taken down by the Broncos. So that's going to be from 1st and 20, to 2nd and 17 now, set up at their own 15-yard line. Broncos defense needing to take advantage of these penalties that Hinckley's given up. So Hinckley breaks the huddle. Under center, Von Ruden. 1 running back in the backfield. It's Workman. Bunched trips on the near sideline. It's going to be rolling out to his right. Quick throw. That's out to number 11, Hudson Bork, who's able to get the catch and bring it in. That's a big gain by Hinckley, just short of the 1st down, though. He's going to make it a 3rd and 1. And that's a similar play that they ran earlier in the game where they have 3 different receivers. It's kind of a modified flood route concept where they have one player short, another one medium, and another one deep, and they can choose between one or the other. They pick and choose whoever the Broncos do and don't bite on for that concept. Von Ruden under center, 2 backs in the backfield. It's, of course, Workman. And it's going to be a QB keep, though, by Von Ruden. And he'll get up the field for a Hinckley 1st down on the QB sneak. It's 3:35 to go in quarter number 1. And clock is ticking. Almost 3:30 left in quarter number one. Hinckley leading on the PCA scoreboard, 7-0. I think missing Kane Thompson for a couple of those plays as he had to be brought back out. Now he's back out there on defense. And so Broncos defense needing to make something happen here. Under center, 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide on the near side. And yes, that will be a false start. I saw the jump by the right tackle. And so that's going to be penalty against Hinckley. They're going to lose 5 yards after gaining the first down. So it's going to be 1st and 15 after the jump. So Broncos, they're showing their 5-man front. Logan Nordby, the senior, leading the point. Emmett Erickson setting the edge on the Bronco left side. Broncos going right to left in the all-purple with pink socks for breast cancer awareness. Hinckley under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Von Ruden looks to pass. He's looking to the shallows. That is going to be incomplete through the hands of number 11, Hudson Bork, and that is going to be incomplete. So now it's going to be a second down, 15 to go for Hinckley. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left on the clock for quarter number one. Hinckley cannot give up these big. They cannot give away what's been so far a good start to this possession here. Their 3rd possession of the game. First one, it was a turnover on downs in the Broncos' red zone. Second one, 90-yard run on the first play by Workman to get the score. And then this one, so far, they are at a 2nd and 15 on their own 28. Von Ruden under center. Play action. He looks to pass. Looking left. That's a quick throw. Incomplete. Almost picked off. Just out of reach. Kingston Jean was there to maybe try and get a tip drill interception, but no good. Just out of reach. Couldn't get there in time, but what a great play there. A great boomstick being laid out by, I believe that was Carter Line, intended for Bork, number 11 of Hinckley. And so high pass. It was a good pass. I will give him that. It just it was the contact that ended up drawing it loose. If he could have held on to that, that would have been a miraculous catch under pressure there. So Hinckley now 3rd and long, 3rd and forever, 3rd and how the heck are they so far away? Well, it was because of a false start. Under center, 1 running back in the backfield, trips on the far near sideline. Excuse me. He's looking to pass, rolling to his right, quick throw. That's going to be overthrown, and they're going to say no good. Looked like Nick Schultz was almost there to get an interception, diving for the pass that went over the hands of, I believe that was intended for number 6, who was leaping up for it, Ben Westrom. No good, though. So now this is going to be the first punt of the game by either team as Zach Yuso goes out to return. Zach Yuso, Broncos, they love putting him back there to return because he is quite the dangerous returner. Punting for Hinckley is number 33, Julian Barbero. Once again, Yuso wearing the 27 again. Deep to return. There's the snap. The kick is going to be short, but picked up by Yuso. He's got lots of space to take it out the field. He's going to go down the near side. Breaks one tackle. Zach Yuso still going. Lowers his shoulder. And almost finally brought out of bounds. So 27, Zach Yuso wearing his number 27 once again. Gets another great return. Almost similar spot to where he was tackled out of bounds in the kick return. Now Broncos trying to bring new life to this offense. Kane Thompson on the sideline. I think they're trying to save him for the defensive side of the ball. Swenson looking to pass. Quick pass to Carter Line on the near sideline. He's going to go up the field and finally tackled out of bounds at around the Hinckley 30-yard line. So 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go in quarter number one. Broncos offense with another great field position, but they cannot give up another turnover on downs. They've been getting in the red zone every time. Shotgun. Swenson with Kingston Jean to his left. It's a handoff to Jean. He's going to get up the field. That's a positive gain. They're going to say he's just short of the first down, though. That's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Broncos at around the Finkley 20. I'm going to say 26, 27-yard line. That's what it looks like to me, at least. So clock is ticking for the Broncos in quarter number 2. Swenson under center with Gene in the backfield. Duos on the near and far side. And Swenson does get the QB keep. That will indeed be a first down for the Broncos. So kind of repeating what Finkley did, where they had went with the quarterback sneak on a 3rd and short, and it pays off for them. So Broncos are going to be set up at the Finkley 25-yard line with a 1st and 10. Clock ticking at 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go and counting. Broncos needing to get their first points of the game. They are down by 7. They need to try and get that refresh. They got to get that recharge going. Shotgun formation. Gene to the left of Swenson. Trips on the far side of the field. Swenson puts Gene in motion. He's looking to pass. Swenson rolls to his right. Short pass to Gene. He's going to get the catch, and he's going to take it out the field. Kingston Gene could go all the way. Lowers his shoulder. Kingston Gene's in for the Broncos. Touchdown. 25 yards down the field, a quick dump pass to Gene in the flats, and that's a touchdown for International Falls on the play. Broncos finally cracked that goose egg, and they are going to try and tie the game up here, or maybe go for 2 and take the lead. Again, I was told that Hayden Swenson might be the one going for the PATs, but it looks like they're keeping the offense out there. They're going for 2. Broncos. Again, their starting kicker, Gray Shikowski, is hurt with a broken foot, and of course, it's his kicking foot too. Swenson looking for option. He's going to run with it, try and get up the field, and I think he's in. So that's a 2-point conversion, the run by Hayden Swenson to get it in. They are going for the option with Carson Crandall as the pitch option for Swenson, and instead he ended up keeping it himself, taking it up the field, and so, Hinckley-Finlayson loses their lead here against the Broncos, as the Broncos were able to get a score on a 25-yard pass to Kingston Gene from the running back position. And so Broncos have certainly been loving to have this 2 running back duo that's the NFL has been adopting recently. And so they can either hand it off to Gene or hand it off to Carson Crandall. And so, also another reminder, that is a Bronco score, and that means let's pass the bucket around. Hey, touchdowns and turnovers. Every time the Broncos score or cause a turnover, that means that they will pass a bucket around, and that gives the fans a chance to put money in said bucket, and that helps raise money for local cancer treatment and helps raise money for any kind of specifically local cancer benefits, such as the cancer walk that's happening tomorrow, in fact. Logan Nordby to kick for the Broncos. He's going to send it a little bit deeper, muffed, and could be picked up. That does get picked up, and trying to get the trying to get the return was number 33, the usual kicker for Hinckley, Julian Barbero. And it looked like for a second he almost lost yards in the play as he was tackled out of bounds. So 1:35 to go in quarter number 1. Hinckley trying to set up a big drive here. They had to punt on the previous drive, and their only score came from the 90-yard run by Workman. So Broncos, I think, trying to be a little bit more cautious of the running back number 2. Hinckley. Under center is Von Ruden. It is, of course, Workman in the backfield. Fullback number 0, Hayden Holloway. It's going to be handoff to Holloway. He's going to try and cut to the outside. He's running towards the far sideline. He's going to be still going. What a workhorse that kid is. Eventually taken down. He kept going vertical on the play, and they're going to say Hinckley still has the ball. It looked like Carson Crandall was holding onto the ball from the ground, but they're going to say it's still a Hinckley possession. And even though he did a good job running horizontal, he did not get vertical. So that's no gain on the play for Holloway. Hinckley breaks the huddle. Under center, once again, it is Holloway at the fullback position. Workman from the I-back. Two on the far side, dropping a pass, quick pass. That's to number 13 to the inside. A quick short one. That's Mason Clare who gets the catch. He's going to get a positive gain for Hinckley. Getting up the field, but there is dirty laundry on the field. So we're going to see that is again against Hinckley. So Hinckley, another penalty that's going to be costly after a huge gain. Or actually, no, they're saying against the Broncos, so I guess I missed the signal. I thought he was pointing towards Hinckley's side of the ball, but no, that's actually going to be against the Broncos. So that's going to be an automatic first down. So Broncos give up a huge penalty. Hinckley's going to be set up at their own 47-yard line with a 1st and 10. So knocking on half field. It would be nice if I could attach a microphone to the referees, because then I can hear what the penalties are that they're calling. So 36 seconds left on the clock. Two back in the formation. Von Ruden looks to pass. That's a quick throw to number 11, Hudson Borick, who gets the catch and is hit immediately by the Bronco defender, Kingston Jean. So that's a positive gain of about 5 for Hinckley. So now it is a 2nd and 5 to go. So 2nd and 5 to go. Shout out to my coworker, Ed Gakeley, who keeps texting me during the game. Please stop texting me. Under center, Von Ruden, 2nd and 5. Handoff to Workman, lowers his shoulder, but hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1, as there's going to be a flag on the play that could be against the Broncos. Might have been some extracurricular activity on the play by the Broncos. So likely the last play of quarter number 1. And that is going to be personal foul against the Broncos. And targeting is what they're saying it was. And depending on which player it was, this could be a huge loss for the Falls if they do decide to eject the player that caused the offense. So Hinckley, after the targeting penalty, they're going to get great field position to start quarter number 2. They're going to be at the Broncos' 32-yard line. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM. Broncos lead on the PCA scoreboard going into quarter number 2, 8-7 against Hinckley-Finlayson.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM. Yours truly, August Schmidt here, live from the Rainy River Press Box. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Bronco 31-yard line for Hinckley-Finlayson. And Hinckley trying to take advantage of the Bronco penalty. Under center with Holloway in the backfield, trips on the near side. Von Ruden is going to look to pass. He's in the backfield. He scrambles to his right side and almost sacked. That's thrown up in the air, and that was Emmett Erickson almost getting the sack. He wishes he could have gotten the sack. He was hoping, but great job there by the quarterback number 4, Kellen Von Ruden, who was able to throw the ball away just in time, avoiding the sack and avoiding what would have been a huge loss in the play. So it's 2nd and 10 for Hinckley after the incompletion. Von Ruden trying to get things going, get things rolling for his team. As they are down by 1. Broncos I guess are going to be going for 2 throughout this contest as they are missing their kicker. Hinckley under center, Von Ruden trips on the near sideline. It's Holloway in the backfield. And that is a jump. I mean, I don't know if they're going to say they're going to say it's a false start against Hinckley. So after the incompletion, now becomes 2nd and 15 against the Jaguars. So they are now looking to be in some trouble as now it's 2nd and long. But they seem to thrive in these long yardage situations as they've made plenty of big plays that have led to huge gains for them. So Broncos defense needing to stay stout and needing to stay strong here. They are missing one of their starting corners, Channing Wade. And so it's Nick Schultz who's going to be out there at the corner position on the far side. Carteline, the safety. Kingston Jean, the other corner on the near side. It's trips on the far side. One running back in the backfield is Workman for Hinckley. Under center, Von Ruden. He's going to hand off to Workman. He's going to try and cut up the field. Tripped up and eventually taken down by the Broncos, but he will get a positive gain of about 3. So third down, excuse me. Still a long ways to go. 3rd and 13. It looks like 3rd and 13, maybe 3rd and 12. 11:30 to go in quarter number 2, down by 1 on the PCA scoreboard. Shout out to all of our sponsors. Haven't had this timeout yet, but once we do, it'll be brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. Von Ruden under center, trips on the near sideline, or on the near side. Holloway in the backfield for Hinckley. Von Ruden takes a snap. He's looking to pass, trying to throw it quick. He's going to throw it deep, and that's incomplete. For a second, it looked like Kingston Jean was going to try and go for his 3rd interception of the season. He had 2 last week against Greenway Nashua Keewatin. And so Broncos needing to get these ball hawk interceptions. So it's 4th and 13. Hinckley so far not showing any decision to punt. So it looks like they're going to instead keep the offense out there. We may see a quarterback punt. They need to be careful because another team tried that against the Broncos. It was, if I remember correctly, Aiken who tried that against the Broncos, and that led to a sack instead. And that was, of course, a turnover on downs. So Hinckley, under center, Von Ruden, 2 running backs in the backfield. Holloway, the fullback. Workman, the running back. 2 on the far side. Looking to pass. He's going to roll to his up. Now roll to his right. Throwing it deep. That is a high ball to nobody. High point picked off by Carteline of the Broncos. And that's an interception on the 4th and long. That was basically just a punt for Hinckley. So either way, Broncos still going to start in their own territory, just short of the 20-yard line. So a little bit better than a touchback. So Broncos will start 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. And yes, that's right. That interception means pass the buckets around. Touchdowns and turnovers. Pass the buckets around and help raise some more money for the Cancer Walk. That's tomorrow. This is senior night. Broncos break the huddle. 1st and 10 on their own 17-yard line. Swenson in the back with Jean to his right. It's going to be a quick toss to Carteline, who's still going down the near sideline. Finally knocked out of bounds, just short of the Broncos' 35-yard line. Say he's around the, I'm going to say 33-yard line on the jet sweep to Carson Crandall of the Broncos. So Broncos have 10:45 left in quarter number 2. And counting. Or no, not counting, because he went out of bounds. Shotgun, Jean to the left of Swenson. Swenson's looking to pass. He's going to throw it. That's Zach Yuso. Just out of reach, though. Incomplete. Trying to get Swenson on the quick dump pass on Streak. So Broncos with a 2nd and 10. 10:45 to go in quarter number 2. Up by 1, 8-7. They want to extend that lead, though, and make it a bit of a bigger lead, more comfortable lead. Swenson's looking to pass again. He's looking left, far side. He's going to throw it to Kane Thompson. Reaches for it. No good. Incomplete. Had to dive for that. Swenson kind of overestimating how far away Thompson was from him on the short out route. And that leads to another incompletion. Back-to-back for the Broncos. 3rd and 10 now for International Falls on their own 34-yard line. Trips on the far side. Jean to the right of Swenson. Trying to go for the hard count. No jump. Discipline by Hinckley. Swenson from the shotgun. He's going to look to pass. That's a quick pass to Yuso. Behind him, but still gets the catch. Now he's going to try and go up the field. Down the far sideline. That's going to be a horse collar tackle called against Hinckley. So he was tackled short of the first down, but that will lead to a Bronco first down on the personal foul. And these penalties have been relentless. Horse collar tackle gives Broncos the first down. So that's unfortunate for Hinckley. They did a good job stopping them on what could have been a huge play for a first down, but these penalties have been killer for both sides of the ball, actually, and for both teams. Broncos now going left to right here in quarter number 2, all purple with pink socks and other pink accessories for breast cancer awareness. Hinckley in the white jerseys with silver helmets and black bottoms. Duos on the near and far side, shotgun with Kingston Jean to the left of Swenson. He's going to hand it off to Kingston Jean, who's going to lower his shoulder and try and just run up the gut. That's a short gain, maybe half a yard, maybe a yard on the gain for Kingston Jean, but not a lot of yardage there. Running game still struggling a little for the Broncos. 2nd and 9 with 10:15 to go in quarter number 2. Broncos trying to continue to drive down the field. And Carson Crandall subbed into the game for Kane Thompson. Carson Crandall's been getting a lot more reps from that slot position for the Broncos. Less than 10 minutes now in quarter number 2. Broncos show empty. Trips on the near side. Swenson under center. Puts Crandall in motion. Looking to... Oh, it's going to be a reverse to Yuso. Almost hit in the backfield. He's going up the field. Zach Yuso could take it farther and farther. Almost able to go all the way. He's out of bounds at around the Hinckley 15-yard line. But what a play. The reverse. They did this play earlier. It was a sweep to Carson Crandall in motion. And this time they ran the same play. Fooled Hinckley. For a second, it looked like there was going to be a tackle in the backfield as Yuso ran into a Hinckley defender in the backfield. But he was able to take that all the way down the field to the Hinckley 15-yard line. Huge gain for the Broncos by the senior, number 27, Zach Yuso. 9:41 to go in quarter number 2, excuse me. Swenson. Shotgun. Quick throw to Yuso again, his favorite target. And he's going to try and get to the outside near the near sideline. He's going to finally be tripped up, though. Just past the 5-yard line. That's going to be around the 4-yard line. So that could be a Broncos first and goal. And we're going to get a timeout called by Hinckley. So first timeout of the game, and this is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. We'll be back after a quick 30-second break.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. And that timeout brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Town and Gretchen are here to take great care of you. Broncos knocking on the doorstep. It's first and goal on the Hinckley 5-yard line. Shotgun formation. Jean to the left of Swenson. That's a jump, but they could be a false start. It will be a false start against the Broncos. That's the right tackle, number 77, the senior Brendan McClanahan. It's called against. So that's going to be a loss of 5. So first and goal from the 10-yard line now. I think Broncos might have been trying to maybe set up a potential QB sneak, put it in the hands of the quarterback. Jean in the backfield to the left of Swenson. Shotgun formation for the Broncos. 9:33 to go. Jean in motion. Swenson, quick throw to Kingston Jean on the left side. He's going to get around the edge, trying to get up the field. Cuts inside, spinning around. Jean up the field. That's going to be tackled and just short of the end zone. That's going to be second and goal. And they're back to the 5-yard line. So after losing yardage on the penalty, they regain that 5 yards. And so now they are back to the 5-yard line. So Broncos Second and goal from the 5. In fact, just a little past the 5 at the 4-yard line. Clock is ticking. 9 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Swenson and shotgun. Gene to his right. Trips on the near side. Swenson rolls to his right, looking to pass. He's looking end zone. That's going to be a quick throw. 2 Broncos able to get a hand on it, but they're going to say it's a touchdown. Who do I award it to, though? It looks like Carson Crandall has it, so I guess he gets the touchdown. If they both catch it at the same time, do I award 3 points to both players, or because it was Nick Schultz and Carson Crandall in on the catch, but Crandall comes down with the catch, and that's going to be Broncos now up 14-7, going for 2 once more. Swenson under center, Carson Crandall in the backfield. Swenson looking to pass, rolls to his right. Gets around the pressure, trying to cut it inside, go up the field, and I think he's going to be no good, just short of the goal line. That's going to be no good on the 2-point conversion. So Broncos now keep it at a 14-7 lead. And so Hinckley not in too bad of a position, not too big of a lead for the Broncos after the failed 2-point conversion. That's the risky business of having to go for 2 every single time. Special shout out to Carson Crandall, who came down with the catch. I could have given it to either him or Nick Schultz, but I decided to, let's reward it for Carson Crandall. He was the one holding the football after the play was over. So Carson Crandall gets the touchdown pass from 4 yards out. So that's 2 touchdown passes for Hayden Swenson of the Broncos. 1 rushing touchdown for a 2-point conversion. And that's both running backs, too, in fact, getting some scores for the Broncos here on senior night. Oh, trying to adjust my camera so that way it looks nice. So Broncos getting ready for the upcoming kickoff. 8:46 to go in quarter number 2. Broncos with a 14-7 lead on the PCA scoreboard. Shout out to our other sponsors, such as our post-game player awards, like our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. Looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner, then look no further than your local Domino's. Logan Nordby with the kick. That's going to be picked up by, once again, it's Barbella who gets the return. He breaks 2 tackles, a third, and that's finally Kane Thompson able to bring him down. And so Hinckley is going to start. 8:39 to go in quarter number 2. And it's going to be 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line. So 8:39 to go in the quarter. Hinckley trying to even the score with this upcoming possession. Because the Broncos haven't really been kicking it as deep as they usually do with Gray Shikowski injured. They've been able to get some good returns against the Broncos and get good field position. Under center, Von Ruben. Trips on the far side. 1 back in the backfield. That's Workman. It's going to be reverse. Intended, looked like it's Kane Thompson getting the tackle in the backfield. That was a reverse over to number 13, Mason Clare, but Kane Thompson interrupts the play and says, no way, you're going backwards. You thought. So loss of 5 on the attempted reverse. It was Hinckley trying to pull some trickery on the play. No good. So now it's going to be 2nd and 15 on the loss of 5. And Hinckley in some trouble with clock ticking. Almost 8 minutes left here in quarter number 2. Hinckley down by a score, though. So not a huge lead for the Broncos. So Hinckley taking some time taking their time, actually, to call the play out. They are going to use up a lot of this play clock. I'm not sure if it's just confusion or if they're just using up all the clock. They're looking to the sideline, and they're not getting an answer. And we could eventually see there is the signal by the judge. Under 7:30 now to go in quarter number 2. Hinckley used up a lot of time. Quick throw over to number 84, Jacob Lyons Jr., the safety and receiver. And that's going to be a gain of about 4, actually looks like 5, so they get back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 now. Clock is ticking, 7:15 and counting. They are back at their own 40-yard line and trying to continue to drive down the field. And, hey, special shout out as we have our halftime entertainment coming up. The tackle bar and flag football players are going to be having a couple scrimmages against each other. Not against each other, but against like inter squad scrimmages. I think it'd be pretty bad if they had the flag football players try and go up against the tackle bar players, because one of them has pads, the other one does not. Broncos defense, 3rd and 10 for Hinckley. They show 2 running backs in the backfield. Von Ruden in the under center. He's going to look to pass, rolling to his left. Quick throw. That is almost picked off again. Tipped by Carson Crandall. It was intended, trying to hit a tight window to Mason Clare. Incomplete. 4th and 10 now, and we are likely going to see number 33, Julian Barbero, come out to punt it away for Hinckley. So Hinckley in some trouble here. 6:38 on the clock, with the Broncos getting ready to start their next possession after the punt. So we got to be careful, though, of any potential jumps and trickery by Hinckley. They are only down by 1 possession. Deep to return, of course, is Zach Uso of the Broncos. There's the snap. And, fumbled the snap. And he's going to try and punt it quickly. Barbero is going to have the punt be short. It bounces backwards, and that's going to be a Bronco bounce on the Hinckley punt. And so Broncos are going to get it 1st and 10 on the Hinckley 49-yard line, as the bounce took it backwards past the 50-yard line. So that's a tough break there. The fumbled snap leading to having to rush his punt, not having to go through his usual motion. And so that led to a really great field position for the Broncos. 1st and 10 on the 49. The Hinckley 49. Swenson, shotgun, pistol formation. It is Carson Crandall in the backfield. It's going to be handoff to Crandall. He's going to try and run up the middle. He's still going to, and he's going to get even more. Carson Crandall down the far sideline. Still going, finally knocked out of bounds, and I think we have a penalty against the Broncos, a block in the back, I think, as a Hinckley player is down and on the ground and not getting back up. So what could looked like it was about to be a huge gain for the Broncos on the run to Carson Crandall is going to instead become a penalty, I think, unless they call it against Hinckley, but I don't see that happening. And here is the referee with the call. It will be personal foul against the Broncos. So it is personal foul, and that is going to be a huge loss on the play. So repeat the down. Broncos, what was a huge run by Carson Crandall, is negated. And so I guess even despite the placement of the foul, it's still going to be a 1st down for the Broncos. So they don't really get a big gain, but they still get the 1st down. So they lose what could have been a huge run for Carson Crandall. Canceled out. They're going to be set up at the Hinckley 39-yard line after the penalty. 1st and 10. Shotgun. Crandall to the right of Swenson. 6:20 to go. Swenson's looking to pass. Looking right. Throwing it deep. That's Nick Schultz. He's going to throw it too, but that's going to be picked off by Workman. Throw is short. Trying to throw it deep. Workman locked down on Schultz. As that was underthrown by Swenson. Swenson, 2 interceptions today, and almost canceling out his 2 touchdowns. As the Broncos give it up, Hinckley. Hinckley's going to get a 1st and 10 on their own 6-yard line. So they're going to need a huge 94-yard drive with 6 minutes, 12 seconds to work with in quarter number 2. They were running some of the clock down in their previous possession, so I wonder if they're going to do that again with this one, or if they might try and go a little bit more hurry up. They do have plenty of time to work with. Under center, Von Ruden. 2 running backs in the backfield, Workman and Holloway. It's going to be a handoff to Workman. He got the pick. Now he's got 1 tackle broken. Another one. He's going to try and go down the field. Kane Thompson able to wrap him up and pull him down to the ground. 6 minutes to go, and that's a 1st down for Hinckley. Great play. Workman, he's already, thanks to that 90-yard run earlier in the game, he's already passed 100 yards in rushing. That run right there for the 1st down, it guarantees it. From the 6-yard line all the way to the Hinckley 20, that looks like the 27. They're going to say 27. I'm going to agree. It's 27. So 21-yard gain for Workman on the first play of this drive, and clock is ticking. 5:50 to go in quarter number 2. Hinckley is going to break the huddle. Looks like they're not going to try and shave the time off as much as they did last time. Von Ruden under center. 2 on the near side. 2 running backs in the backfield. Snaps it. Handoff to, this time it's going to be number 13 getting the handoff. So Workman taken out. It was number 13, Mason Clare, in the backfield to get the handoff. He gets a positive gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for Hinckley. So 5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Broncos up by a touchdown, and they want to keep it that way by Hinckley. They want to use this 5 minutes that's left in quarter number 2 to try and drive down the field. 94 yards is what they need to get in order to get it down. They already got up to the Hinckley 27-yard line, so they're in the right direction. 2nd and 10. Looks more like a 2nd and 9. And that's going to be a false start by Hinckley. Trying to go for the pass play. It looked like they were trying to go for a quick pass to the far side. No good. That's canceled out by the false start. So they're going backwards 5. So it's going to be 2nd and long. 2nd and very long, in fact, for Hinckley. With 4:44 to go in quarter number 2. So penalties have been rampant on both sides of the ball. I wonder if this is the same referee group as the game against Aiken. And so timeout called. That's another Service Master timeout called by Hinckley-Finlayson. They have 1 timeout left in the game. And so that timeout brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And also a special shout out to our scoreboard sponsor, Packaging Corporation of America, and our press box sponsor, Rainy River, Minnesota North College. For a home professionally clean, start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. $4:44 to go on the clock. Hinckley, 2nd and 15. Got to make sure that they're getting out there. Coach, I think it's Coach Favor or Coach Visser. I think it's Coach Visser out there talking to the team, trying to get them pumped up and juiced up for this huge drive down the field that they need to make the 4-minute drill work for themselves in order to get the tying score. But first, they need to get down the field. They're on their own 23-yard line after the penalty. Trips on the far side. Von Ruden under center. Hinckley trying to go for the hard count. Looking to pass. Pump fake. He's going to try and throw it deep. That's intended for Lyons Jr. And that's broken up by Kingston Jean. Looks like for a second he was going to try and go for the interception. Carter Line there for the insurance. And that's incomplete. 3rd and 15 now for Hinckley. So 3rd and a long ways to go. Hinckley is in some trouble here. Both teams have been in foul trouble as of lately throughout this game, and now Hinckley is looking to be in some distance trouble. So it looks like they're going to want to try and go deep. Excuse me. As Von Ruden goes out to the huddle to bring the play to his team. 4:37 to go in quarter number 2 on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos lead by 7. Von Ruden is going to go under center. Bunched trips on the near side. It is Holloway in the backfield. It's a toss to the left to Holloway. He's going to get up the field, lowers his shoulder, able to get up the field. That is a huge positive gain. So put it in the hands of Holloway. He's going to lower his shoulder and run over a couple of Bronco players, as one of them, that is Carter Line, is a little slow to get up. That's going to be 4th down and short, 4th and 3. And so that's going to be timeout called. This time, the timeout called by the Broncos. That's another timeout brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. Hinckley down at the 35-yard line. They have 3 yards to go to get a first down. They are likely to go for it on 4th down. As we have 4:26 left at the time that Coach Edisad had called the Broncos timeout. Looks like he's wanting to give his team some time to maybe get the ball back. as long as they can stop this 4th down conversion. And with that, maybe give his team another chance to get a score. So, 4th and 3. 4:26 to go. Hinckley. They're going to break the huddle. Let's see what they show. Let's see what they go for. I'm thinking likely a quick pass for Hinckley as they show under center. Or actually, no, they have Holloway in the backfield, so expect the handoff to him. That's what I'm calling at least. Handoff to Holloway, under center, Von Ruden. Kane Thompson showing blitz. It is a handoff to Holloway. He's getting up the field, and he does indeed get a Hinckley first down. When in doubt, give it to the big boy and let him lower his shoulder. That's a huge gain for Hinckley to keep the drive going. So now it is 1st and 10, just past the 40-yard line. That's looking like the 41-yard line for Hinckley with 4:15 to go and counting on the clock. Hinckley continuing to drive down the field with the 4-minute drill working in their favor. Broncos defense needing to stay strong here, keeping the 5-man front. The 2 linebackers, Kane Thompson and Zach Yuso. They spread it out a little. 2 running backs in the backfield is Claire and Holloway looking to pass. Von Ruden rolls to his right. He's scrambling. He's going to try and break 1 tackle, and that's the senior, Brennan McClanahan, able to get a hit on the quarterback. He rolls forward. That's going to be a timeout called by the Broncos after no gain on the play. So, if anything, he's dropped a little short of the first down. So, that's a loss of 1 for Von Ruden after the tackle by McClanahan. So it's 2nd and 11 for Hinckley after the Bronco timeout. And this timeout is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. So both teams, only 1 timeout left here in quarter number 2. And Hinckley still trying to continue to drive down the field. And Broncos trying to get the stop and get their own drive down the field. So we're going to see what happens here. We're going to be back in 30 seconds.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM. Shout out to the people in the crowd who are holding up the tackle cancer signs. As a reminder, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Night and Senior Night for the Broncos. And every time the Broncos score a touchdown, they're going to pass around a bucket. 4 touchdowns and turnovers, which raises money for breast cancer awareness. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. That is number 0, I believe. And I think we do get another timeout by the Broncos with 3:35 to go. So it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd and medium for Hinckley. They are down at around their own 45, 46-yard line for a 3rd and 5, maybe a 3rd and 6. Either way, they have a medium distance to go after Coach Edison uses up his final timeout. And that's another timeout brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And hey, I can kind of see it at least from where I'm standing. But the flag football players are starting to get warmed up as they get ready for their halftime show. And the tackle bar players are also getting ready for their halftime show as they are going to be scrimmaging during the halftime, as well as you will be able to witness the mini leaders who are going to be performing for you for this upcoming senior night halftime show. 3:35 to go, 3rd and 6 for Hinckley. Broncos, no more timeouts left. Hinckley with 1 timeout left. They're going to show under center 2 running backs, Workman and Holloway. 2 receivers on the near sideline, It's going to hand off to Workman. He gets some open space. He's down the field. That's already a first down thanks to Workman, getting up to around the Bronco 41-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Hinckley. Putting it in the hands of their workhorse, Workman. What a fitting name for a running back there. And there is dirty laundry on the play, so that's coming back, actually. No more first down on the play for Hinckley. Undisciplined, and so many penalties have really been hurt in this game for the Jaguars. So they're going to repeat third down on the holding penalty. And it looks like they're still delegating what's happening. Because I guess the holding penalty happened down the field. So it's not going to be a big loss in the play, but they will have to repeat third down with a little bit more distance to make up for after the penalty. It's looking like a third and... Oh, no, they're going to say fourth down. They're saying 4th and 7, apparently. I can't hear what the ref is saying, so I don't know what exactly is being said. 2 running backs under center, 4th and a distance. Von Ruden looking to pass, quick throw. That is number 6. Ben Westrom intended for, no good, incomplete. A Bronco got a hand on it, and that is going to be a turnover on downs. Broncos are going to get the ball 1st and 10 on the Hinckley 44-yard line. So there is the signal. Broncos, 40 seconds to get the play going. They're going to show shotgun. Kingston Jean's going to be the one in the backfield. Carson Crandall in the slot on the far side. Duos on the near and far. Jean to the right. It's going to be handoff to Jean. He's going to try and get up the field. Positive gain still going. Finally ripped down to the ground. That's about a 6-yard gain for Kingston Jean, but a Hinckley player is still slow to get up. That's number 57, Jacori Carr. Jackery Carr, excuse me. So Broncos 2nd and 4 to go after the 6-yard run by Kingston Jean. Up by a touchdown. Swenson looking to pass. Quick throw. No, pump fake. That's Zach Yuso with a quick throw on the fade route. And he's still going. Zach Yuso can't take it all the way. That's a touchdown for the senior, Zach Yuso, number 27. It was a pump fake screen. Pass to the deep route to Zach Yuso. He was contested. He got the catch. Great job on the back shoulder fade to Yuso. And then after breaking the tackle, he had open space, so he decided, you know what? Let's take it all the way to the end zone. So that's a Broncos touchdown from Hayden Swenson to Zach Yuso, taking it all the way down the field. What a play by the Broncos. From the 44-yard line, able to get it all the way up the field for the touchdown. What a play, and they're going to go for 2, of course. Broncos, they're going to put it in the center of the field with the upcoming 2-point conversion. Broncos show pistol formation. Carson Crandall is the running back behind Swenson. It's going to be a pitch intended for Kane Thompson. No good. Kane Thompson unable to come down with the ball. So that's going to be a 20-7 lead for the Broncos as they get ready for the upcoming kickoff. I apologize for you watching on YourLiveEvent.com. I forgot to move the camera during that play by Zach Yuso, but I'm telling you, that was a great play by the Broncos. They love to do that. They love to do that a lot, actually. They love to do a lot of these like short passes, screen passes, flat passes, try and, spread it out a little, put the defense on their toes, and then all it takes is one quick pump fake, put a guy as a fake blocker for a screen pass, throw it deep, and all of a sudden you got Carter Line, you got Nick Schultz, you got, in this case, Zach Yuso, deep down the field, open to score a touchdown or at least get a huge gain for a first down. So Broncos have a 2-possession lead now, 20-7 on the PCA scoreboard with 2:43 to go in quarter number 2. So Hinckley, they're going to have 1 timeout left and just under 3 minutes to work with this upcoming drive. This could be the final drive of the game if either side is not smart with their time. Broncos, no more timeouts, so they can't try and stop the clock here. They need to rely on their defense to keep Hinckley out of this game. They got to keep an eye out for Workman, though. He has certainly been working this Broncos defensive line. Shout out to the Fort Francis Lakers, by the way, up 1-0 over the North Stars of Thunder Bay. Broncos break the huddle here. Quarter number 2, just under 3 minutes away from the end of the quarter. And I know the flag footballers and the tackle ballers are really gnawing at the bit to get onto the field and scrimmage here at halftime. Logan Nordby to kick for the Broncos. Nordby, he's going to kick it. That's short, and that's going to get to number 6. Number 11. I can't get the number right. Hudson Bork. He was facing away from me, so I couldn't see his number. And that is going to be a short return, but still positive yardage on the return by Bork to get Hinckley up to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 minutes, 38 seconds to work with for Hinckley. So they got to be smart with their time. They only have one timeout left, and they got to use it wisely. They cannot waste it on this drive. They have just under a 4-minute drill. Almost a 2-minute drill. It's at that weird medium spot where, you kind of have a little bit extra time compared to a 2-minute drill, but you also don't have that much time. Under center, Von Ruden. 2 running backs in the backfield. Workman, the I-back. The fullback is Holloway. Quick throw intended for Lyons Jr., and that is incomplete. Unable to reel it in. That was a little behind Lyons Jr. on the quick throw. 2:35:36 to go on the clock for quarter number 2. Hinckley with a 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. And so they are waiting for the call here. They have, since the clock has stopped, they have some time to work with as Von Ruden goes out to the huddle. Gives the play. They break the huddle now and get ready for their next possession. 2nd and 10. 2 running backs in the backfield. Von Ruden under center. 2 receivers on the near side. 1 alone on the island is Lyons Jr. It's a handoff to Workman. He's going to get positive gain, yes, but that's going to be a short positive gain to get the clock rolling with 2:30 to go in quarter number 2. 3rd and 9 to go for Hinckley. Workman, he is having a great game here. Just over 100 yards in rushing, partially thanks to that 90-yard touchdown run that started the game for Hinckley. And so far, they haven't been able to reach pay dirt since. Now we're at 2 minutes. Hinckley needing to get some more giddy up going. 3rd and 9. They got to make a big play. Now they're under 2 minutes. 1 minute 50. Ruden goes under center at 1:48. And that's going to be a flag on the play. What is this going to be for? Clock stops at 1:46. That penalty is against Hinckley, so they're going to lose yardage. So Hinckley, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 14 now. There's going to be a quick throw. That's tipped away, though, and they're going to say it's incomplete. That was supposed to be a quick throw intended for Bork. And instead, hits the grass. That's incomplete. 1:43 to go. Clock is stopped because of the incompletion. Broncos up 20-7 against Hinckley on the PCA scoreboard. Coming up at halftime, we have the tackle bar football players and the flag football players who are going to be taking the field, as well as the mini leaders. They have been practicing all week, getting ready for this upcoming halftime show. Punting is number 33. And Barbell is able to get the punt off. That is to Zach Yuso, who's to receive for the Broncos. He picks it up. He's going to take it up the field. Down the far sideline. Tries to make a cut. He's going to be tackled around the Hinckley 40-yard line. So Broncos are going to have 1:33 to work with as they are in Hinckley territory and wanting to extend their lead before halftime. It's going to take some smart clock management by Coach Edestad as they have no timeouts. Broncos have been trying to go with the hurry-up offense all game, if not most of the game. 1:33. Broncos looking to Coach Edestad. They're going to use up most of the play clock to try and get in this first play. This first play it could possibly determine how they set the tone for this 2-minute drill. This is a 1:33 drill, in fact, for the Broncos. Trips on the near side. Shotgun. Kingston Jeans to the left of Swenson. Swenson looking to pass. Quick throw. Nope. Pump fake. Not falling for it that time. Swenson trying to direct traffic. He's going to run out the field and I think maybe get out of bounds, but I think we get a flag against Hinckley. That could be another horse collar. So back-to-back horse collar No, they're going to say penalty again, face mask against Hinckley. Either way, that's going to be an automatic first down. And this Hinckley defense has been giving up too many of these costly penalties, keeping the Broncos' hopes alive on trying to run away with this one on senior night. So it's going to be a first down for the Broncos. They are going to be set up at the Hinckley 19-yard line with a minute 24 to go. And they have all the time in the world, if you think about it, from just 19 yards. Broncos break the huddle. Shotgun, Gene to the right of Swenson. Duos on the near and far side. Swenson looking to pass. One unblocked on the left side, and he's going to have to throw it away just to avoid what almost was a sack. So good job there by Hayden Swenson to throw it away, and almost risky situation. Zach Yuso, smart job. He ended up blocking a defender, so kind of avoiding a offensive pass interference, but at the same time, risky business there, but he at least made sure they could not get the interception. It's 2nd and 10 now for the Broncos from the 19-yard line of Hinckley's side of the field. Shotgun trips on the near side. Kingston Jean to the right of Swenson. Swenson looking to pass, rolls to his right. He's going to throw it on the run. That's Zach Yuso by the near sideline. He's going to eventually get out of bounds just past the Hinckley 10-yard line as Kingston Jean was hit in the backfield trying to block for Swenson. So Broncos now get the second down. No. Or I think that would actually be 3rd down and 1 yard to go on the Hinckley 10-yard line. So they just need to get 1 yard to keep the drive going. Swenson able to get out of bounds. 1:11 to go on the clock for the PCA scoreboard. Broncos up by 13, wanting to make it a bigger lead. Getting a touchdown here could be huge for the Broncos going into halftime because they also receive the opening kick for the second half. Swenson, Gene to his right, trips on the far side, handoff to Kingston Jean. He's going to get open field down the middle and eventually get into the end zone. That's a Broncos touchdown by Kingston Jean. He gets his 2nd of the night. One through the air, the other one on the ground. Kingston Jean running people over to get that Broncos touchdown. They are up 26-7 now on the scoreboard, and they are going to once again go for 2 as Broncos show the offense out there. And what a play, and they still have a minute left, so Hinckley, hey, much credit to them. They have a chance still to maybe try and get on the scoreboard before halftime and keep the Broncos away from running away with this. But what a play by Kingston Jean to get the touchdown. Breaking a couple tackles at the line of scrimmage. Toss into the end zone. That's Nick Schultz getting the catch. Broncos now up 28-7 with a minute left before halftime, and the Broncos are looking strong here. It was a very slow start. I hate to discredit them, but it was looking really slow and really sloppy in that first quarter, and now they've really bounced back after a huge couple of plays offensively and defensively, just really trying to keep the Broncos out of this game. And as always, pass that bucket around, touchdowns and turnovers. For those of you who somehow don't know already, touchdowns and turnovers is a great fundraising that the Broncos do where they raise money during the games. Every time the Broncos score a touchdown or force a turnover against an opposing team, then they will pass a bucket around the stands, and that gives the home fans a chance to put money in said bucket, and that allows for them to raise money for local cancer treatment and cancer programs, such as the Cancer Walk that is tomorrow. As you heard my interview with Coach Koscheck. Coach Koscheck, he was also the one who kind of was the lead in starting touchdowns and turnovers for the Broncos. And so it's really such a great and inspiring story. Love it so much. Logan Nordby getting ready to kick for the Broncos. He's going to kick it deep, and that's going to go over the head of one, picked up by Lyons Jr. Lyons Jr. is going to try and take it down the field, down the middle, runs over his own teammate before being taken down. That's looking like Kane Thompson, who was able to get in on the tackle. Hinckley is going to have 58 seconds to work with here before halftime, so they're likely going to be airing it out a bit more than they have been. I don't think they can rely too much on Workman unless he can pull off another huge run for a score. He did have that 90-yard run for a touchdown to start the game off, and then he had a couple of other big runs, so he's well beyond 100 yards today in rushing. Coming into the game is number 6, Ben Westrom. Coming out of the game is number 84, Jacob Lyons Jr. So Hinckley break the huddle. 1st and 10, it's under center for Von Ruden. 2 running backs in the backfield, Workman and Holloway. It's going to be a handoff to Workman, and he's going to get just barely past the line of scrimmage, a gain of maybe 1, as he was stumbling to get past the Broncos' defensive line. And I think Hinckley might just try and run the clock out here, as we're at 45 seconds left, and game clock is ticking. They will likely have one more play. Carter Lyon going a little bit deeper from the safety position, trying to avoid any kind of Hail Mary attempt. Hinckley breaks the huddle. It's under center for Von Ruden. Once again, trips on the far side. Workman, the lone back in the backfield. Rolling to his right, looking to pass. He's going to throw it. That's short and incomplete through the hands of number 11, Bork. And so that's a tough look there. 3rd and 9 for Hinckley. They have 1 timeout left, and they really, really need to get down the field. 3rd and 9 to go for Hinckley. Clock has stopped with 17 seconds left. Time for 2 more plays is what I'm guesstimating, as Hinckley still has 1 timeout left before halftime. Von Ruden goes out to the huddle, prepared to snap the ball. Shout out to the Fort Francis Lakers, extending the lead 2-0 against the Thunder Bay North Stars. 2 running backs in the backfield. Von Ruden undercented, 2 receivers on the far side, tight end on the near side. Von Ruden hands it off to Holloway. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 for Holloway. So usually their bruiser, who's able to get some of those tough-earned gains, ends up getting just 1. So that's 4th and 8, and Hinckley will indeed run the clock out and go into halftime down 28-7 on the PCA scoreboard. And that's Kingston Jean jumping for joy, going to the sideline, celebrating with his team as they are leading by 3 possessions going into halftime. And so we're going to get ready for a halftime show. That's right, the tackle bar football players and the flag football players and the mini leaders are getting ready to give us a halftime show here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on YourLifeEvent.com. This is Augie Schmidt live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Stay tuned for our halftime show on Lakes Country and YourLifeEvent.com.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Yours truly, August Schmidt here to give you a quick recap of that first half of football. Broncos had a slow start to the game, only leading 14-7 going into quarter number 2 before getting 2 more scores before halftime, really showing the kind of Broncos offense that you expect to see from them. At the moment, we are watching the flag footballers and the as well as the tackle bar footballers all on the field, giving us a really fun halftime show showing what they've been learning about the game of football. Also joining in on the celebration is the mini leaders of the Broncos, who are there on the sideline getting ready for their own halftime show. It's gonna be a really fun time. And so let's watch and enjoy it. Kingston Jean, one of the leaders for the Broncos offense so far. He has 1 touchdown in the air, a 25-yard throw from Swenson to Jean in the flat, who was able to take it all the way down the far sideline. And another big score came from the senior, Zach Yuso of the Broncos. And so, sorry, I got distracted by the tackle bar for a second there. Broncos currently leading 28-7. They are missing their starting kicker, Gray Shikowski, and so they've been having to go for 2, which sometimes can put you in a tricky situation, but in this case, the Broncos have been doing a good job of thriving in the situation. As Ari, the quarterback for the white team, the flag footballers, is going to take it all the way to the house after a fumbled snap. So good for him. Good for the kid. So Broncos. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the halftime show. I need to lock in a little bit more. Kingston Jean, again, like I said, one of the leaders, but the running game has kind of struggled a little. Aside from the one run by Jean and a run by Crandall that got called back because of a penalty, their running game hasn't been what it usually is in the game. So if they can try and establish the run a bit more, I think maybe missing one of their starting offensive guards is certainly playing a factor for the Broncos today. But I think another factor has just been this Hinckley defensive line has been punishing the Broncos, and the linebackers have also been doing a good job keying in on where the run is going and able to get the blitz at the correct time and find the correct hole. So Broncos, they need to try and adjust to that. And I think another thing is just keeping trying to be more consistent with the passing game. Hayden Swenson, yes, he does have 3 touchdowns in the air, but he also has 2 interceptions, so a blemish on his current performance today. While, yes, he's been able to perform well, there's been those 2 interceptions. One of them, a bomb intended for for Carson Crandall in the end zone, got picked off by Lyons Jr. of Hinckley. And then the other interception came from the starting running back, Workman, of Hinckley, who ended up, who also, by the way, has a 90-yard touchdown run against the Broncos. So that's something you also need to figure out. Like, what the heck is that, you guys? But Workman was also able to get interception against the Broncos, intended for Nick Schultz, underthrown by Swenson. I hate to say it. It just wasn't on the mark there. So Swenson needing to try and get this connection that he usually has a really great connection with his receivers and able to get the ball to them where only they can get it. But these corners by Hinckley have been certainly locked down against the Broncos, as they've had multiple tip passes, especially in that first quarter alone. Multiple tip passes from the linebackers and corners, keeping the Broncos passing game at a minimum. So Broncos just later in the half able to explode with some yardage and explode with a couple of points. And so we're going to see how the Broncos decide to adjust offensively. What adjustments will they be made to try and keep the momentum going in their favor? And so that was our mini leaders with their halftime performance for you today. And the flag footballers are showing out for the game, and the tackle bar footballers are showing out as well. I'd love to be able to show you the whole field, but I don't have enough cameras for that, and I also don't have a wide enough camera for that. But hey, it's a fun time. It's a great way to show all the work that they've been putting on, and this is indeed the future of Broncos football and Broncos cheerleading. So you love to see it. You love to see the kids just out there having fun, being able to enjoy a game that they love so much. As the flag footballers, I sometimes help coach them. In fact, I'm very proud of, because I think that they do a good job. They're learning a lot, and I think as players, they are certainly developing. Obviously, there's always some growing pains, but I mean, these kids are in 3rd and 4th grade, so there's always going to be growing pains for that age group. But I think they've really been catching on quickly, and it's really great to see from my perspective from up here in the booth. And so, I'd feel really proud to be calling these kids in an actual football game one day. And same with the tackle bar players as well. Shout out to Troy Freeberg, the head coach for tackle bar. He's really been taking this serious. He's been doing a good job, really trying to develop these players and show them different ways to run the game. And so I think he's been doing such a good job with the team, and he's been a really good addition to the coaching staff for tackle bar and for the Broncos program. And so we're going to take another break and get ready for our halftime continued. You're listening to Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, and also watching on yourliveevent.com.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real, because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Wanted to take a second to thank all of our sponsors for today. At the beginning of the game, we had our post-game national anthem brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Join us for burger night and karaoke. And also wanted to give a special shout out to our scoreboard sponsor, Packaging Corporation of America, as well as our timeout sponsor, Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. I got to make sure I clean that lens on that camera. What the heck is going on there? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Also, special shout out to our press box sponsor, Rainy River, Minnesota North College. Live here from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage out the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Your future awaits you. And also a special shout out to our post-game player awards that are going to be coming out very soon. That's right. Our post-game awards are going to go... For our post-game awards, we have our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. That goes to the player with the most electric and energetic and amazing play of the game. That really helps energize the team. It helps set the tone and really get things going for them. And as well as our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. Hey, looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game, or you can have it delivered. Great deals are happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. And of course, the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game will receive a free pizza from our local Domino's as the player of the game. So, it's tough to think of who's going to be today's pizza player of the game, but I know for a fact that I would love to get an interview with all of our seniors and make sure they get the love that they deserve, because each senior has had a chance to shine in today's game thus far. But I know there's going to be a couple other seniors wanting to get their chance out there as well. As this is our halftime show here live on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM. So far, the contenders for Domino's Pizza Player of the Game have got to be Carter Line with a couple of pass breakups, Zach Uso once again, and Kingston Jean. Broncos, I will say one thing going into the second half, they got to start winning the turnover battle, because currently they are losing that turnover battle as they have the 2 interceptions, and so far Hinckley only has the turnover on downs, but no fumbles, no interceptions. They've been pretty clean on that. The Broncos Broncos secondary, have been solid with some of these pass breakups, but trying to turn these pass breakups into interceptions. Carter Line does have an interception. I forgot about that, but really I consider that more of a quarterback punt or an arm punt, as some might call it, because it was kind of just throwing up a prayer. Here, it was 4th and long, so it was either going to be a turnover on downs or an interception, depending on how the throw went. And so I'm just going to consider it an arm punt, but great job by Carter Line to get that interception to begin with. And I think I see a Hinckley player being carried out to the sideline, so hopefully that's nothing too serious. But the players are getting ready to take the field. The tackle bar players are creating a tunnel for the Broncos to walk through as the Broncos cheerleaders are performing for the fans here. It is senior night, so special shout out to all of our graduating seniors. Thank you for everything you've done for the Bronco football and cheerleading program, and we love to see what your future has in store for all of you guys. And so we're going to be back after another quick break. You're listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on yourliveevent.com.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDN. The Broncos have taken the field. Hinckley have yet to take the field still. They are taking the time in the locker room. I've noticed Coach Visser and Coach Favor love to try and hype up their team. They love trying to talk to their players, trying to get them to understand. And I got to say, I love the signs being held up by the Broncos student section and Broncos crowd, a couple of them showing support and breast cancer awareness, because that is the theme for tonight alongside senior night. Breast cancer awareness, so it is pink out tonight, as you saw by the Broncos football players wearing their pink socks and other pink accessories, trying to show their support for breast cancer awareness. And some fun facts, or some facts about breast cancer awareness. Well, let me pull them up real quick, because I think it is very important to talk about. And another reminder, hey, if you're here at the game, make sure you have your wallet ready for every time the Broncos scores a touchdown or force a turnover, because that leads to the touchdowns and turnovers bucket being passed around. And here we are. So some facts to know about breast cancer with breast cancer awareness. For one, it is a cancer that forms in the cells of the breast, as breast cancer can occur in women and rarely in men, but can occur in men. Symptoms of breast cancer include a lump in the breast, blood discharge from, as well as treatments being developed, and treatments depends on the stage of cancer and may consist of chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery. And it is something that happens a lot more often than people all seem to be aware of. And so that's why it's an important reminder that you should always make sure you get a screening for breast cancer. It is very important to be aware of. It is actually a very common cancer, which is the saddest part about it. And so we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. Second half incoming. Broncos will receive the opening kick for quarter number 3. And so stay tuned for all that and more on Lakes Country 104.1, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Quarter number 3 just about to start. Broncos will receive the opening kick for half number 2. Deep to receive is, of course, number 23, Kingston G, number 44, Carson Crandall, and number 27, Zach Yuso. Yuso, for most of the season, has been wearing the number 3 for Bronco Nagurski, but today has been wearing the number 27. As he asked coach if he could wear 27, that was his number for a majority of his career as a Bronco before today, or before this year, excuse me. Kicking off for Hinckley, is going to be number 0, Hayden Holloway. Slow and steady wins the race here as he gets ready for the upcoming opening kick for half number 2. Broncos up 28-7 on the PCA scoreboard. Holloway. It's going to be a bit of a short kick. That's going to be dropped and picked up by Gene. Oh, muffed. Now he picks it up. He cuts to the inside. Now it's Gene trying to go down the far sideline before getting out of bounds. Not taken down to the ground, so that's going to be a positive gain for the Broncos. 11:54 to start their opening drive of half number 2. 11:54 to go. Broncos get a 1st and 10 on their own. Looks like they're around the 31, 32-yard line. I'm going to say 31-yard line. They say 32. I say 31. We're always just back and forth about that. 1st and 10. Broncos break the huddle. It looks like it's going to be duos on the near... No, it's going to be some confusion, actually. Empty formation. Swenson is going to go under center. He puts Crandall in motion. It will be a reverse. No, he looks to pass. He's going to throw it in the middle. That's Carter Line, who's still going. Carter Line's going to take it all the way down the field. A reverse fake into the pass. That's Carter Line with a touchdown. First play of half number 2, and the Broncos score a big one. What a play by Carter Line. Deep down the middle, broke a couple tackles, straight down the middle. And that is going to be a Broncos touchdown. What a play. Carter Line with the score. Now I got to do the math real quick. That is 68-yard pass down the field for Carter Line. What a play there to open up half number 2. First play from scrimmage, and they are lining up the kick. It's Logan Nordby who's going to be kicking. So Carter Line, a 68-yard reception for the score. Logan Nordby's kick is up, and it is good. So Broncos. All they needed was 19 seconds in half number two, in quarter number 3, half number 2, to score. And it is now a 35-7 game. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard. What a play there. So they've ran the same formation, the same kind of play 3 different times. The first time, it was empty formation. They put Carson Crandall in motion from the slot, tossed it to him. It was a sweep. They ran that same play again, only this time it was reversed to Zach Uso. Big gain, first down. This time, they faked the sweep, faked the reverse. Swenson throws it deep to Carter Line, and he takes it 68 yards down the field. Are you kidding me right now? Wow, that is 3 plays out of the same play type. What a way to start quarter number 3. My goodness. 19 seconds into the third quarter. And yes, pass the buckets around, people. Help raise money for the Cancer Walk, which is tomorrow, by the way. So, hey, if you got any plans tomorrow, cancel them and go to the Cancer Walk. 11:41 to go. Logan Nordby to kick for the Broncos. Deep to return. Number 84 and number 11. That's Bork and Lyons Jr. That's going to be a short kick and picked up. Oh, no, muffed by Bork. It's going to go towards the end zone. He's got to pick it up quick and try and get up the field. He's going to cut towards the middle of the field, finally get up the field, but he's down just short of the Hinckley 24-yard line. So almost smelling danger. The Broncos really wanted to bring that one back. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard line. Hinckley almost in some early trouble there in quarter number 3. Broncos trying to pick up huge momentum after a great 68-yard pass down the field. And that is one of his favorite deep receivers, Hayden Swenson to Carter Line. A majority of the plays from Carter Line from Swenson to line ends up being deep plays. Under center, Von Rudin, but that's going to be foul. I think maybe a false start. That is a false start. So Hinckley off to a rough start here in quarter number 3. 11:30 to go in quarter number 3. And Hinckley have their first penalty. A false start on their first play of the from scrimmage for quarter number 3. So 11:31, 1st and 15. Broncos showing blitz. They bring the blitz. They bring 7 actually. That's a toss to Workman, and that's number 70. Sorry, number 78. The Broncos just leaping onto the back of Workman to bring him down. That was Jackson Krotzka getting the tackle. It's 11:15 and ticking. Broncos up 35-7. They give it to their workhorse, Workman. He's been having a good game. He had the 90-yard touchdown run, and he's been having a couple of other big gains for Hinckley to try and keep them in this one. But if they can't keep this momentum going, and if they keep him in the game longer and get him more carries like that, then they could be back in business. 2nd and 6 from their own 28. Showing blitz, toss to the right. It's Workman again. Now he's going to try and run to the outside and down just short of the first down. That's going to be 3rd and 1 perhaps, maybe 3rd and inches. Workman, he got the toss to the right side, trying to get close to the far sideline. Down. Now it's a 10:30 and ticking for Hinckley. 10:20 now. Hinckley is going to break the huddle at around 10:15. They break it at 10:15. Von Ruden under center. 2 receivers on the far side. 1 on the near side. 2 backs in the backfield. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Von Ruden, I think, will indeed get up the field for a Hinckley first down. So all they needed was a short yardage. They did this earlier as well. They were able to pull this off earlier in the first half, and so they had great success with that. They did it again. But, oh no, it looks like Von Ruden is still down on the field. That is going to be bad for Hinckley. But Von Ruden gets right back up. It looks like he was just a little maybe winded on that play. He gets right back up and walks to the sideline, probably just needing to catch his breath. 1st and 10 for Hinckley. They are going to be set up on their own 36, maybe 37-yard line. Under 10 minutes to go, as Hinckley's going to have to bring in their backup quarterback unless Von Ruden feels okay to continue to play. They're going to put the backup in for one play. Looks like the backup is going to be number 11, Hudson Bork. So Bork is going to get the snap. He's going to go under center. 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 wide on the far side, 1 on the near side. 1st and 10. It's going to be a quarterback keeper for Hudson Bork, who's still driving down the field. It's going to take 3 Broncos to take him down, but he will get a positive gain of 6 on the play. It's 2nd and 4 after the quarterback keep by Hudson Bork. Coming in as a sub for Von Ruden, who went out of bounds or went to the sideline injured. And Bork looking to stay in the quarterback position. We're going to see how long he's going to stay at quarterback for Hinckley. Under 9 minutes to go, Hinckley trying to drive down the field. Slow and steady will win the race here. 2nd and 5. Although I feel like with them being down 35-7 on the PCA scoreboard, they are going to have to maybe be a little bit more urgent. But it's going to be tough without their starting quarterback. Bork goes back under center for Hinckley. 2 running backs in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Workman, but he's going to be a hit in the backfield. Kane Thompson makes it a loss of 1, maybe 2 on the play, and that's going to be a 3rd and 6 for Hinckley-Finlayson. So they are in trouble now as it's almost 8 minutes left in quarter number 3. Quick substitution coming into the game is Pablo Christensen, the senior, wearing number 24. He's going to be in the linebacker position. Broncos, they are going to back off. They show a 4-man front. 3 linebackers, 4-3. Oh, that's new. Quick throw intended for Lyons Jr. is going to be incomplete. And that incompletion comes with 7:52 left in quarter number 3. 4th and 6 for the Jaguars. Try to go for the quick pass out to their big receiver on the far side, Jacob Lyons Jr. He has a lot of size to him, but you got to get it right on him. That throw went behind him, so you don't want to throw a back shoulder in that situation. And looks like they're going to bring out their original starter, Von Ruden, looking healthy once more. He's going to break the huddle. 4th and 6. They're going for it on this 4th and medium. So 7:51 to go. Von Ruden's going to try and scramble around. He gets around to the right side, going to throw it deep to Lyons Jr., and that's out of bounds. Not sure what was happening there. That play went disastrous. So that was a very disastrous play for Hinckley, as that leads to a turnover on downs. The throw intended for Lyons Jr. goes out of bounds. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the Hinckley 41-yard line. 7:25 and ticking. Trips on the near sideline. Swenson into the shotgun. Crandall to his left. He's going to look to pass. Quick pass to Crandall on the far left side. He's going to run up the field. He's got a first down and then some. That's going to be a 15-yard gain for Carson Crandall of the Broncos. That first down for the Broncos puts them at the Hinckley 25-yard line. So Broncos, 1st and 10 with 7 minutes to go. They are up 35-7 in quarter number 3, and they're looking to try and just run some of this clock out. They have the huge lead, and they want to make sure they keep it out of reach from Hinckley. Breaks the huddle. Bunched up trips on the near side. Carson Crandall in the backfield. He's going to go to the right of Swenson. Looks like he was trying to decide right or left. That's Zach Uso in motion. It's going to be a quick throw by Swenson. He's looking deep. That is Carson Crandall in the flats, juggling with it. Breaks one tackle, hit again, hit a third time. We could possibly get a... No, they're not going to call it targeting. I don't get how they called it against the Broncos earlier, but that's not a target call. So instead, that's just going to be a 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play on the quick throw to Carson Crandall. I think what slowed him down was just having to juggle with the ball to make sure he got the catch. But way to fight for it and not lose yardage on the play, but he also didn't gain any. So tough break there for Carson Crandall. Broncos, they show pistol with Gene and Crandall in the backfield. Crandall to the left of Swenson. Gene behind him. Carter line in motion. Swenson looking to pass. Quick throw to Kingston Gene. Almost tipped off. Kingston Gene with open field. He's going to go all the way for a Broncos touchdown. His 2nd one in the air. 3rd of the game. Kingston Gene, have yourself a game. 3 touchdowns for number 23 of the Broncos. And what a play that was. My goodness. Trying to be a contender for that Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. He had exploded last week against Greenway Nashua Kiwa on 2 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. 1 on the ground, 1 in the air. And now he's got himself 3 touchdowns tonight. Hey, if you got Kingston Gene in fantasy, you are going to have yourself a great game. I see him dap up his dad on the sideline. What a great play by the kid. So now Broncos up 41-7. I probably should put the score on. Logan Nordby to kick. Logan Nordby is up and good. Broncos now have the 30-point margin to force the running clock going into quarter number 4. Broncos need to keep that 40-point margin, though, or 30-point margin, excuse me, and avoid any kind of big plays. And what a game for Kingston Gene, the sophomore who has really been finding his own in today's game. He has exploded with 3 touchdowns for the Broncos, a couple of breakups too. And so what a game for the kid. The sophomore really, really exploding. Had a bit of I will say, he had a bit of a slow start. He really had to work to find his own, and he certainly has been finding his rhythm in this late season. And what the best time to find that rhythm as Kingston Gene. What a play there. It was almost tipped off, maybe even picked off by a Jaguar who was able to get into the backfield for the Broncos. And then, but Kingston Gene able to come up with the catch and able to take it all the way to the Bronco end zone, or excuse me, Hinckley end zone for the touchdown. What a play there for the Broncos. That was 25 yards down the field. Kingston Gene, have yourself a night. Similar placements, actually, from his previous touchdown that started the game for the Broncos. As Logan Nordby is going to kick it. That's a squib that gets out towards Bork. Bork is going to take a slow approach. Interesting there. But we're going to have a flag on the field as there is some jawing going on. Kane Thompson having a word with number 56 of Hinckley. Oh, no, that's 58, who is storming out the field. Benton Kick. And it looks like his coach is taking him out of the game. He is clearly upset on the play, and so I think Hinckley's going to lose some yardage after the penalty. They're going to say... And looks like they have an ejection, actually. So, Benton Kick of Hinckley has been ejected from the game after some extracurricular activities that involved Kane Thompson. And so that is terrible. That is tough. I think that's Coach Favor trying to talk to him, trying to get him cooled down. And I think that's what's best for him. You got to cool him down. You can't. He just got ejected, and he's likely going to be. Yeah, and not likely. He is going to be out for next week's game for Hinckley, and that's unfortunate for him because he's a starter for them. I don't know what you're thinking. I get it. Heat of the game, you're down 42-7, but you can't make those kind of mistakes. So Hinckley, not only did he get himself ejected, he put his team back at the 19-yard line. Now I'm getting upset. I bet his coach should be upset too. You really messed that up for your team, man. I got to control myself now. 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line. Hinckley could have had more field position if it hadn't been for the penalty. Under center, Von Ruden. He's going to look for the quick pass, trying to get out and get away from the Broncos. That's tipped up in the air and almost caught as Holloway tried to come up with a tip drill catch, but no good. Hinckley been struggling to get these completions against this Broncos secondary. So Broncos going to force the 2nd and 10 with the incompletion. So it is 2nd and 10 now on the 19. Hinckley backed up after the penalty. Shotgun formation, pistol, Workman behind, and Holloway to the left. Hinckley looking to pass. Ruden gets the quick throw, but that is incomplete. And his receivers, after starting off hot earlier in the game, they can't complete these passes. That is another drop by a Hinckley receiver. It's 3rd and 10 now from the 19. They cannot be giving up these incompletions. This is not good. This is what's probably hurting them the most now. Is they were strong. They were really strong at the start of the game. They were getting those catches and they were getting those big yardage, and then eventually. Now they can't catch it. Not sure where that tone shift started, but Hinckley just looking at a 3rd and 10 as they break the huddle from the 19-yard line. Pistol formation. That's Bork in motion. That's a jet sweep to Bork. He's going to try and cut up the field and get a positive gain. He will get up the field, but that's going to be a 4th down and about 7, maybe 6 to go for Hinckley, after the jet sweep gets swallowed up by the Broncos defensive line and multiple linebackers. So now 4th and long to go, just short of being a 4th and medium. Maybe they did get the 4th and 6. So 4th and 7. So 5 minutes left in quarter number 3. Hinckley. And we're going to get a penalty. Looked like for a second we were about to get a penalty, but Zach Yusa going back just in case to receive a potential punt. And so 4:45 to go. Hinckley showing their offense. Under center is Von Ruden. Trips on the far side. He's going to roll out to the right. Try and get around one. Von Ruden strong on his feet. He's going to maybe try and run for it, but that's going to be tackled by Broncos number 45, the senior Logan Nordby, and that's a turnover on downs, and that's going to be the Broncos getting set up in the Hinckley. That looks like they're at the 23-yard line. So Broncos, they're going to get a 1st and 10. They're already 3 yards away from the red zone, and I hate to say it. I don't want to play the blame game, but it started with that penalty on that drive. And it ended with a turnover on downs. Von Ruden, I will give him credit, though. He is really good at trying to be on his feet, trying to get those plays set up. Broncos And actually, before we get the play from the Broncos from the 23, we're going to get a timeout called by Hinckley-Finlayson. And so with 4:31 to go in quarter number 3, Hinckley's going to call a timeout, and that is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. We're live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. And make sure you also stay tuned for our post-game awards, because I think the contender for Enbridge Energy Player of the Game has got to be Carter Line with that opening touchdown in the second half. And I also got to say that the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game so far is looking to be Kingston Jean again. So Broncos getting ready after the Service Master timeout. So I was able to acquire a video on what happened that led to the ejection of Hinckley's player. And what happened was it was a tussle with Kane Thompson, and he jumped on Kane while he was on the ground. Haynes Swenson under center. Two running backs in the backfield, fakes the toss. He's going to roll to his right, throws it deep towards the end zone. That's Kane Thompson. And that's going to be overthrown, intended for Thompson, but no good. I think he just tried to cut up the field a little too early to try and go for the grab, and that led to an incompletion. So 2nd and 10, but hey, kudos to the Broncos trying to shoot for the end zone, shoot for the stars in this case. They're up 42-7, and once we get to the fourth quarter, we are going to have a running clock. And so we have, for a second, we had a almost a running clock. Broncos under center is Swenson, Gene at the fullback position, and Carson Crandall from the I-back. It's going to be a handoff to Crandall. He's going to try and run up the middle. He'll get positive gain on the play, and that's going to be up the field for about, I'll say 4 yards. So 3rd and 6 for International Falls. They're trying to just run out some of this clock here for quarter number 3. 4 minutes left in the third. Broncos up 42-7 on the PCA scoreboard. Shout out to the Bronco parents who ended up showing me the video of what happened on that penalty. Swenson from shotgun, Gene to his left, duels on the near and far side. Broncos tried to go for the hard count, 3rd and 6. Now it's going to be a handoff to Gene. He's going to try and cut to the outside, but what a play by number 78. My goodness, Richard Martin getting the tackle in the backfield, and he swaggered back to his team like, hey, we may be down by a lot, but we're able to still get stops like that. Broncos, looks like they're going to keep the offense out there. 4th and 11 after the loss on the play. So 4th and 11 on the loss. Broncos running game still struggling here, so they're likely going to go for a deep pass and don't have to worry too much about any kind of interception unless it's in the end zone. Trips on the near side. Kingston Jean to the left of Swenson. Swenson's going to look to pass. He's looking right. He's going to throw it down the middle, but that's tipped away. I don't know what was... I think it might have supposed to be a screen pass to Zach Yuso, but that ends up being no good. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. Hinckley's going to get some life here in quarter number 3 with 3:07 left, and they're going to be set up at their own 25-yard line after the turnover on downs. That has been the biggest Achilles heel for the Broncos, as they've had gone for it on 4th down a couple, I think too many times actually, and so that led to turnover on downs that have costed the Broncos some key yardage and key points. So I will say it's a great game the Broncos are playing, but not too clean of a win here. Certainly a little bit of an ugly one. I don't think the score fully speaks for how the game has gone for either side, as we are going to get I think we just got a timeout called. That timeout is called by Hinckley. So now they have one timeout left with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left, and they've already used up their two of their 3 timeouts. They are down to 1 going into this third quarter, and so I'm curious about why they used up the timeout. Probably some issues trying to figure out what's gonna happen. And so we're going to stay tuned. Again, this timeout is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. Broncos defense. It looks like they are hinting at a 5-man front, 5-2 defense by the Broncos. Or a 5-3. Carson Crandall, technically a strong safety, but let's be honest, he's more of a linebacker. Hinckley breaks the huddle. 1st and 10 on the 25. Under center, Von Ruden. 2 running backs in the backfield. One of them, Workman, who has been the workhorse for Hinckley. It'll be a handoff. Oh, no, and I think it was intended for Holloway. He's going to roll to his right, throw it deep, and that goes nowhere, out of bounds. And I think we just had a... Looks like that ball went way out of bounds, so I'm not sure. I think it might have been intended to be a handoff to Holloway, the fullback, but instead he didn't get the ball, so Von Ruden had to improvise. He rolled out to his right. He couldn't get up the field, so he decided to just chuck it down the field and just have it be an incomplete pass. So avoided danger, but at what cost? It's 2nd and 10 now for Hinckley. 3 minutes left in quarter number 3, trying to get a score on the board. 42-7 lead for the Broncos. Pistol formation. And looking to pass, looking left. He's going to pump fake, roll to his right. Now he's going to try and get the throw out before he gets sacked for the loss. And now that's going to be a 3rd and 10 on the play. So it's a 3rd and 10 on the play from their own 25-yard line. 2 pass plays back-to-back that have gone nowhere. One of them, I think, intended to be a handoff to the fullback and ended up missing it, had to improvise. The other time, he was in the middle of a sack. So good job by Von Ruden not taking these sacks. He's really been hurting this Bronco defensive line stat line by not allowing these sacks to happen. So 2:51 to go in quarter number 3, and they have just been extending what, I hate to say it, but it feels like the inevitable. Breaks the huddle. Hinckley under center. Von Ruden. 2 running backs in the backfield. 2 receivers on the near side. Broncos showing blitz. It's going to be a handoff to Workman. He's going to try and get up the field. He'll eventually get taken down. And now that's going to be a 4th down and long to go. 4th and 9. Only 1-yard gain for Workman, who's been, for the most part, pretty successful in some of these run plays. But Broncos keyed up on him that time. The blitz came in correctly. So 2:31 and counting for quarter number 3, and Hinckley is looking at a 4th and 9, and it looks like they're going to go for it, actually. It was Workman who brought the play out. So might keep an eye on him. Oh, no, they're showing punt formation. Zach Uso deep to return for the Broncos. Punting is, that looks like 82, actually, 62. Who's going to punt? That's going to go high, and Yusa's going to say poison, and it gets the bounce. He, for a second, thought about maybe going for it. Instead, it's going to be down at around the Bronco 41-yard line. So Broncos are going to get 1st and 10, another chance to try and extend their lead here. We are just under 2 minutes away from the 4th quarter and that running clock for International Falls. And just checking in on the Lakers score to see how they're doing. And the Fort Francis Lakers are still up 2-0 against the... Yeah, they're still up 2-0 against North Stars. Broncos 1st and 10 on the 41. It's a handoff to Crandall. He stiffs arm, breaks 1 tackle, going up the field. That's a gain of 6 for Carson Crandall. Actually, no, correction. That was the senior Pablo Christensen getting the handoff. He gets up the field. That's a positive gain for Pablo Christensen. So... minute 30 to go in quarter number 2. Broncos with the ball with a 2nd and 5. So shotgun formation. Christensen to the left of Swenson. Duos on the near and far side. It's a handoff to Christensen again. Stiff arm up the field, but slammed. That's going to be a gain of 1 for Pablo Christensen. So they're going to say he's a little past. I think he was a little bit farther past the line of scrimmage, but I don't know. What do I know? So 3rd and 4 to go. 3rd and 5 for the Broncos. A minute left in quarter number 3. Christensen to the left of Swenson. Broncos in shotgun. Duos on the near and far side. Hayden Swenson, hard count, no jump. Maybe keep an eye on that one defensive end on the left side for Hinckley. Looks like he's almost offsides. Christensen moves to the right side of Swenson. Broncos using up all the time. Fumbled snap. He's going to try and quickly throw it to Christensen, but it's over his head. Bit of a panic throw there as he had about 4 different Hinckley defenders right in his grill, trying to stop him from making a play. 4th and 5, Broncos are at the 50. We are 34 seconds away from the 4th quarter. They have been constantly denying the inevitable 4th quarter, where we are certainly going to have a running clock. But Hinckley, they're going to send back number 84, Lyons Jr. to receive. Swenson punting for the Broncos. Punt, snap is high, but he's going to get the punt off. That's going to be high, and Broncos bounce, sends it towards the goal line. Oh, picked up by Lyons Jr. He'll lay 1 tackle down, but I think a Bronco is still down. Never mind, Carter Lyon is back. Evan Olsen, is back up. He was just lost his helmet is all, but Lyons Jr. still down. He is hurting. And that could be a big loss for Hinckley. We are 22 seconds away from the 4th quarter, and Hinckley just lost a player, I think. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but Lyons Jr. hasn't gotten up yet. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on yourliveevent.com.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Shout out to the Fort Francis Lakers. They are up 3-0 against Thunder Bay right now. And so they are looking to be on a 5-0 start to their season this year. Hinckley, pistol formation. I think we're going to get illegal. Oh, no. It's going to be delay of game, I think, called. Hinckley already in some trouble here, but now they're going to be in even more trouble. They were on their own 10-yard line after the punt, and now they're going to be on their own 5-yard line with a 1st and 15. So already in some trouble here, down 42-7 on the PCA scoreboard. 22 seconds left till the 4th quarter where the running clock will be enforced. They might as well just enforce it right now. Pistol formation. Von Ruden looking to pass. Looking right. He's going to scramble. Throws it towards the middle of the field. And another missed opportunity by the Broncos, who could have gotten another interception in the game, an actual interception. But my goodness, man. I mean, it's good that they're preventing the completions, but they need to start completing these passes themselves for these interceptions. So Hinckley breaks the huddle. 15 seconds away from quarter number 4. Hinckley is going to show shotgun pistol formation again. 2 on the far sideline, 1 on the near. Two backs in the backfield. Looking to pass. Looking left. Looks right. He's going to scramble to his right. Von Ruden throws it. That is another pass dropped by the receiver. And I hate to see it, no offense to these kids, but the biggest enemy for Von Ruden right now is his own receivers dropping these passes. Come on, man. That was number 6 that was intended for Ben Westrom. Broncos, they're going to show their, looks like they're showing their 5-man front, or, yeah, nope, just substitution. Hinckley-Finlayson, the freshman, comes into the game at linebacker. Hinckley, pistol formation. It's going to be a handoff. This is Holloway who gets the carry. He's going to get up the field. So the Bruiser is able to get up the field. That's going to take us into quarter number 4 and take us to a running clock. And Hinckley's going to have a 4th down and 10 to go to start quarter number 4. So already a bad situation to be in. And what makes it a little worse is they are down 42-7. Broncos, though, I will admit, their offense has been a little bit shaky. Aside from the 2 scores in the third quarter, earlier in the third quarter, they have been kind of shut out in these last couple of offensive possessions. So we're going to see what happens as we go into this 4th and final quarter here. You are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. We are just about to have the 4th quarter begin. We will have a running clock. Broncos up 42-7 on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos able to score plenty of times to help get that touchdowns and turnovers bucket passed around quite a bit. And they want to get it passed around a little bit more, so if they can get a turnover right here. Hinckley, 4th and 10 from their own, 10-yard line. Hinckley. They've been in a lot of foul trouble throughout this game. They can't catch a break, but the Broncos haven't been too innocent either. So fouls have been abundant. These referees have gotten some good arm workouts in, throwing the yellow flags around. And, of course, with it being a running clock, actually, it looks like they're going to switch it to a 9-minute clock. Interesting. For this upcoming 4th quarter of play, Hinckley looking to punt it away. I missed if they blew the whistle. As the punt is going to be away, high, and a little short here, as it's going to bounce and stop at around. But now they're going to say it's downed, so Zach looks like Carter Line wanted to try and run with it, but unfortunately the referee is going to say no way. So Broncos offense are going to take the field. They have the backups in there. Running clock, we are now at almost 8 minutes to go. Whoa. Sorry, cracking my neck. It's going to be Hinckley-Finlayson just taking the snaps for the Broncos here in quarter number 4. 8:31 to go. I thought that was supposed to be a running clock. Why did they stop it? Hinckley-Finlayson with Pablo Christensen to his right. Shotgun, hands off to Christensen. Hit in the backfield, though. Now it's going to be a loss on the play for the Broncos. Loss of about 2 from the looks of it. Pablo Christensen, he is a good running back. It's just that it doesn't help when he's getting hit in the backfield. So offensive line, they need to make sure they're giving him the blocks that he deserves as a senior. Let the senior shine on senior night. 2nd and 3 after the loss on the play. Broncos offense still leading 42-7 running clock. We are under 8 minutes and ticking as Huxley Hergis breaks the huddle for the Broncos. Shotgun with Christensen to the left of Hergis. Duos on the near and far side. If they bring blitz, quick throw out to the near far side. That's caught by number 33 of the Broncos, who's able to keep running before eventually being taken down. That is going to be looks like a gain of about 8 on the play. They make it a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6, actually. So gain of 7. So 3rd and 6. So that is going to be, gain is 7. So 3rd and 6. Okay, I got my math right now. It usually isn't. So that's why I'm not the most trustworthy when it comes to stat keeping. So under 7 minutes to go. Broncos break the huddle. It is shotgun formation with Christensen to the right of Hergis. 3rd and 6. Hergis from the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. Try to hand it off to Christensen, and he's immediately hit, though, in the backfield. That's going to be a 4th down for the Broncos. So this offensive line, they need to do a better job of trying to protect their running back. Christensen got smoked in the backfield because nobody got blocked. Broncos just trying to run out the clock here. We are at almost 6:20 and ticking now on the clock. Broncos going right to left, all purple with some pink socks for breast cancer awareness. Hinckley on the left side, silver helmets, black pants, white away jerseys. Broncos show shotgun, trips on the near side. Hergis with Christensen to his left. There's the snap, looking to pass. He's going to scramble a little, throws it deep. He's intending it. And meant for number 33 of the Broncos, who would have been open for the end zone. That was, oh my gosh, that's a tough drop for number 33. Oh, I feel so bad, man. That could have been such a big score. Liam Redmond, who could have had the touchdown for the Broncos, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. But the crowd is getting wild for number 69 of the Broncos is taking the field today on senior night. That is number 69, Jack Klopaki. Excuse me. I am so sorry if Jack's dad is listening right now. I try my best to not mess up your last name. 5:37 to go. I thought it was supposed to be running clock. We're going to get a timeout called from the looks of it. 5:37. Hinckley's going to get the ball. Broncos defense are going to try and stop them. They are Hinckley set up at the their own 32-yard line with a 1st and 10. And I will admit, a lot of time has been killed in that third quarter. We had what was probably the longest 2-minute drill in that third quarter ever. So 5:37 for the clock. Broncos up 42-7 on the PCA scoreboard. Liam Redmond upset. That could have been a huge touchdown play if he had reeled that in. Unfortunately, it was incomplete for the turnover on downs. And that's the crowd going wild for the Broncos cheerleaders. 5 minutes and ticking on the clock here as it's pistol formation for Hinckley. They keep their starters out there. A couple of backups in. Looking to pass. That's a deep throw to Lyons Jr., who is wrapped up after a deep pass. And that's a 1st and 10 for Hinckley after the pass from Von Ruden, to Lyons Jr. And, you know, I don't want to discredit them, but this is some late yardage and late scoring that Hinckley's going to try and pull off here. 4:45 to go in quarter number 4. Hinckley down 42-7 on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos are going to be moving up now in their record. They had a rough start here, but now they're going to be 3-3 on the year, and they need to win out the rest of their games in order to get a home field advantage for their next game. That's Holloway with the handoff. He's going to lower his shoulder and run up the field. That's a short gain, maybe a 2-yard gain on the play, as he's just short of the 10-yard line. So that's going to be 2nd and about 7 as he's around the 11. 4 minutes left in quarter number 4. Clock ticking. Hinckley's just trying to get one last garbage time touchdown in this 4th quarter. Already down by a lot. Hinckley breaks the huddle. That's pistol formation. 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers on the near side. Look at a pass. Von Ruden throws to the end zone. That's out of reach, though, of his receiver. Thrown on the run and just not able to connect with number 13, Claire. So Mason Claire, the intended receiver for Hinckley. No good. 3:30 and ticking for the Jaguars. They are looking at a 3rd and 6 to go. They are in the red zone. They're set on the 11-yard line. Pistol formation. 1 running back in the backfield is Holloway. Expect the downhill run for Holloway as almost had it's a toss to the left to Holloway. He's going to try and take it down the field. He breaks 1 tackle, and he's eventually going to get into the end zone. So that's Hayden Holloway getting into the end zone for Hinckley. With under 3 minutes to go, it is now a 42-13 game. Hinckley cuts the lead down to 36. Oh, no, my math is terrible, actually. That's, cuts the lead down to 35. No, never mind. I'm done trying to do math. I'm sick of math. They're going to go for 2 after the touchdown by Holloway. Under 3 minutes to go. Von Ruden likely to hand it off to Workman. It's a toss to the right to Workman. He's going to find the edge, and he's going to be in for the 2-point conversion. So now it is 42-15. Hinckley trying to make something happen late in the game. I'm a little curious about what the plan is here, if they're going to try and pull the comeback off. But they have under 3 minutes left in this quarter. It would make sense if they had 3 minutes left in maybe the 3rd quarter, trying to make a comeback. But this is 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and they're down 42-15. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer. I don't want to be, but it's not possible at this point of the game. Broncos set up for the upcoming kick return. Got to watch out for any kind of trickery from Hinckley. And while we're waiting for Hinckley to kick it off, we're going to talk about our Enbridge and Domino's Pizza players of the game. So starting off, our Enbridge Energy player of the game, the player who had the most electric play of the game, it's got to be Carter Lyon. He's the one who got that opening touchdown for the second half, and what a play it was. 68 yards down the field. Aside from the 90-yard run by Workman, one of the biggest plays of the game. Well, and I guess also the pass to Lyons Jr. in garbage time. And so Carter Lyons is going to be the Enbridge Energy player of the game as they are showing their onside kick. They've had, I think, 4 different players kick. And Noah is actually going to kick it deep. Impressive boot, muffed by Yuso. He's going to take it to the near sideline. Yuso finds the edge. He's going down the field. Zach Yuso could take it all the way. Zach Yuso all the way for a kick return touchdown for the Broncos. 48-15 after the Zach Yuso touchdown. What a play by the Broncos senior. Yuso now 2 touchdowns in today's game. What a way to get up there on the scoreboard. My goodness. Zach Yuso making a statement there. He had a couple of times where it looked like he could have taken it to the house, but that time he did indeed to help put a period mark on this Broncos lead. And now Logan Nordby to line up for the upcoming PAT attempt. 2:43 to go. Hinckley back down by quite a bit. 33 specifically, looking to make it a 34-point lead for the Broncos as Logan Nordby lines up for the upcoming kick. Swenson to hold. Snap is good, kick is up, and kick is also good. Broncos up 49-15. It is a 34-point lead for the Broncos here with 2:43 to go. I don't know why they keep stretching this out. I thought we were supposed to get a running clock. What happened to that? Why has the clock stopped a couple of times when I thought we were supposed to have a running clock? I'm confused here. Maybe I just don't understand the rules like I thought I did, but I don't know. I'm calm. I'm just cool. I mean, this has been a fun game so far for the Broncos. What a way to celebrate senior night. They've had each of their seniors have a chance to shine here. Kane Thompson from the defensive end. They tried to get him the pass down the field. Kane Thompson was double covered there, and it was just a little overthrown. Hayden Swenson, he's going to have quite a few touchdowns on the play, if I count correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 touchdown game for Hayden Swenson. 5, actually. Wait, is that correct? Now I gotta see if my math is correct. I think now I think my math is off. Carter Line pointing to his student section for the Broncos. Logan Nordby lining up to kick for International Falls. It is 49-15. We still have 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go in today's game. Nordby ready for the kick. It's going to be a short one, squibbed and picked up, muffed a little by Bork. He picks it up finally, and that's going to be Bork trying to take it out on the field. He tries to answer Zach Yuso's return touchdown with his own. As I said, he's going to be tackled just past the Bronco 45-yard line. That's going to be around the 44-yard line. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Hinckley at the Bronco 45-yard line after a great return by Bork. Muffed it a little, took it out the middle, and then was eventually dragged down on the ground. Broncos defense on the field. Hinckley, they're going to look to keep their starters out there from the looks of it. Most of the starters, at least. And there is a running clock here. We have 2 minutes left. This is likely going to be the final possession of the game. Hinckley, shotgun formation from the pistol. Looking to pass, Von Ruden. He's looking deep. He's going to throw it down the middle. I think that was tipped by a Bronco defensive lineman. So that's an incomplete pass. Under 2 minutes left here in what's going to be likely our final drive of the game. And this has been such a long 4 minutes in what was supposed to be running clock. So 1:30 to go. Hinckley taking the time. They're just trying to get some good reps here in this final drive of the game. They're just trying to get those reps in, try and get some looks as they get ready for the next week. Hinckley, pistol formation. Looking to pass Von Ruden. He's looking deep. That's a quick throw to Lyons Jr. And that's incomplete, intended for Lyons Jr. And in on the coverage for the Broncos is number 22, Tristan, who is a fan favorite from the looks of it. So love to see him getting those reps. So it is 3rd and 10 after the incompletion by the Jaguars. Hinckley, Tristan Lee Morrison in on the coverage there. 3rd and 10 on the play for Hinckley. Under a minute left, almost 30 seconds left. This could be one of the second to last plays of the game. Hinckley likely to pass it deep on this play. That to ensue. Von Ruden. Broncos show blitz. They bring the house. Ruden's going to roll to his right, and he's going to get a chance to scramble down the field. He's going to be eventually wrapped up. Oh, and he's still going eventually. Going to get the first down just short of the 30-yard line. So that's 1st and 10 for Hinckley. And that's going to be the final play of the game as the clock will run out before Hinckley can snap it once more. Final score here after 4 quarters of play. Broncos 49, Hinckley-Finlayson 15. And the Broncos exploded with points in the early parts of the game. And then it had a huge early start to the third quarter before eventually getting a big win. And actually, we get a timeout called with 6 seconds left. So I'm curious to see what Hinckley will do today. So 6 seconds to go. Hinckley, one final play. Just trying to make the best of it. Make the most of these last moments of the game. Broncos coming away. They are now going to finally get to the 500 mark. They are 3-3 now. But the job is not done yet. They have to finish the season with these final 2 games won for the Broncos. 2 games left. Broncos needing to get a win for both. This will be the final play. Von Ruden looking deep, throws it to the end zone. Holloway unable to bring it in. That is no good. That is the game. And the Broncos win 49-15 on the PCA scoreboard. Final score there. And so let's get ready for our post-game show here. And many Broncos to highlight here. And so I'm hoping to get an interview with all the seniors and also present our Domino's Pizza player of the game. I think you can probably guess it. Kingston Jean. My goodness, the kid exploded for 3 touchdowns today. 1 of them on the ground, 2 of them through the air. And what a game that this sophomore had for the Broncos to get some big points for the team. And Broncos defense also staying strong. Enbridge Energy player of the game. I got to give it to Zach Uso, actually, because that kick return touchdown. It was tough. Is Carter Lyon or Zach Uso? Either way, I'm going to talk to all of the seniors. And what a great game for the Broncos here. A big final win at home for the regular season to move up to 3-3 now on the season. So Broncos dominate. Although I will say it wasn't the cleanest of dominations, as the score doesn't fully tell the story of the game. It never usually does, but what a game this was for the Broncos. What a way to get their last regular season home win. And so Hinckley-Finlayson sadly going to have to drop in their record. And so we're going to get ready for a post-game show. You're listening and watching on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome to our post-game show here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. And joining me, I have a co-host for today. I have Aaron Freeberg of the Broncos tackle bar football team. Aaron, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good because we got to run out and pump up the crowd, and we just played some tackle bar. I feel like I made some big hits and made some big plays, so as my other teammates. It was a fun game out there, close. We won 9-7.
And so what's something that you learned from tackle bar football?
Wrap up, head up, wrap up, because I once accidentally didn't wrap up and hurt my teammate, so I learned wrap up.
That is very important to learn because you don't want to hurt your own teammate. And so what did you think of this game by the varsity guys then?
I thought it was cool that we won 49-15, and that kick return touchdown on the sideline. It was really cool.
That was your favorite moment from the game?
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do the Broncos have to do now moving forward because they play Mesabi East next?
Just keep it consistent by wins and just keep the ground game and passing game open. Don't just do too much or else they're going to catch on, and just keep it equal so they don't know what's going to happen.
Absolutely, man. I love that. I love that assessment. And so I'm thinking, I'm hoping to interview all the seniors, of course, but I'm thinking Kingston Jean, he had 3 touchdowns. Do you think he deserves that Domino's pizza?
Yeah, he does. He got 3 touchdowns. He did really good today.
What do you think was probably his best play of the game?
Probably a big rushing touchdown that he got.
Yeah, he was looking like Marshawn Lynch just running out the middle, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Deformed a kid during that play. That was funny.
It was really funny. Well, hey, Aaron, I want to thank you for joining me here today. As you guys heard, I'm hoping to get an interview with the seniors as well as with Kingston Jean and presenting with the Domino's Pizza. Any final words, Aaron, before we close out today's show?
Let's go Broncos. Win against Mesabi East.
Yeah, you heard it straight from Aaron right there. Thank you, Aaron, for joining me. Again, that was Aaron Freeberg of the Broncos tackle bar football team. Glad he could join me here today. And as you heard, that was our post-game assessment. We're going to present those awards. You can hear those interviews on Monday morning for the morning show. So stay tuned for all that and more on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM as well as on YourLiveEvent.com.